anybody's even still awake at this point. Late. No. No, oh my lord, I know what happened. Quit! Jesus criminy. You really had to itch your leg banging against the door. I appreciate you. Set everybody off. Good job. Hi. Hi. I'm late. I'm late. I am aware I am late. I am aware I am late. I just put up a video that y'all probably think I am crazy at this point. And at this point, I'm beginning to wonder if I am crazy, to be honest. Yeah. So what do you think? I'm not crazy. Like, I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. This is what I've been doing for the past hour, 2 hours. Not even kidding. We've Facebook Messenger one of these days is going to end up flagging our accounts. We were literally sending crime scene photos via Messenger, and it is on Socratic Method on TikTok. We're looking at what started it was we were trying to figure out a lot of things about, you know what? Hold on. I figured this might be a good dual live just in case. Hold on. Well, right. Okay. We're gonna do a dual live. You want in on the group chat? We're gonna do a dual live. So hold on. All right, hold on. We're gonna do a dual live. Now I'm gonna lay it out because there's problems, y'all. We have spent the last 2 hours realizing there is problems. There is weird problems, and the things I hope nobody ever looks at my search history in my phone. I hope nobody ever looks at the search history in my phone, because the things that I looked up tonight would not be good. Not even kidding. The body had the lividity of the bed mattress. So yeah, I'm gonna explain that post and what the hell we were. I can't get my TikTok's being stupid. Stop. Okay. So by the time I get done, people are either gonna think I'm completely batshit, which is very probable. Ugh, I don't want to do a video. I want to do a live. Okay, there we go. All right, perfect. Okay. Holy, there we go. I look down and I'm like, blurry. All right, we're gonna do this. Let me kick up a few people here on TikTok here. I am bringing in Fancy if she wants to. I told her that I'm getting ready to be on live. If she wants to jump in, because this was a very, very strange past 2 hours. I'm gonna lie. Yeah. Not even. This is a very strange live because I don't understand it. I don't. To be honest, I don't understand what the hell I just seen. I really don't. Hey, wait, are you who I think you are? Okay, no. Okay. No, it should be, if it works. It's weird, right? It's weird. It's weird, right? I'm not crazy. It's weird, right? No, so there's so much more. There's so much more. Like, it ended in dryer sheets, but that's not where it started. It ended with dryer sheets. I was like, look, I'm going to make a video about this, and everybody's going to think I'm insane, but I'm willing to take one for the team and be nuts. Because at this point, people are just accusing me of not having a life anyways. So I prefaced it in the video that we were going to have a good little drinking game and that I have entirely too much time on my hands. Okay, so yeah. So I'm going to try to explain how we got to this rabbit hole and what the hell I am screaming about dryer sheets for. It is okay to think I have too much time on my hands. Tonight, I did. And when I have too much time on my hands, this is what happens. It's not good for anybody. Okay. So, this is the last 2 hours I've had, which is why I have been late getting to live. So, we were talking about we were talking about a bunch of fuckery that was going on, and then the fuckery led to other things. You've already been led to drinking? Well, okay. The key word is dryer sheets. Prepare to have alcohol poisoning. So we were talking about different things, whatever, and we start going over the fact that something is weird. Something is weird. Like this whole scene is weird. Things are weird. Why is it weird? And we were looking at the door. We were talking about David Blanchard, and it just spiraled into dryer sheets. Follow me as I plinko board down to dryer sheets. So we're talking about David. We're talking about the fucking how they found the body before they found the body. They fucking pronounced it dead before they even knew it existed. Okay, cool, fine, whatever. And then you take a hit every time you say dryer sheets. Prepare to be lit. So we're talking about whatever, and we're like, hey, you know what's really weird? You know what's really, really weird? Like the things that are in my search history now, nobody needs to have these things in the search history. I took one for the team. So things I have looked up in the past 2 hours that make zero fucking sense to me. Okay. Number one, it ends in dryer sheets, I promise you. So we were trying to figure something out because there was a lot of points that I've seen people put out there while we've been in lives. And so we were kind of trying to look them up. So one thing that is very strange to me is the fact that there is no shit or piss on the bed. That's weird. When you die, your body releases. So your body releases. Where's the shit and piss on the bed? Where is it? Okay. So then we were looking at rates of decomp and yada, yada, yada. And so we're looking at rates of decomp, and when the body was found, it was 63 degrees. 63 degrees. Now, I put it into a body temperature. Y'all, the things I've looked up tonight, I pray to God nobody ever searches my phone. I found a death calculator based on the degree of your body. And guess what? This is really weird, and I don't know what the hell this has to do with anything. But I just wanted to let you know that apparently when you are found and your body is 63.3 degrees, that you died 47 hours prior. That would have meant she died somewhere on the 11th or 12th, which makes zero sense. I just want to let y'all know that. I don't think that has anything to do with anything. The things that I looked up tonight were weird. Okay. Not gonna lie. They were weird. So, weirdly, if your body is 63.3 degrees, you died 2 days ago. And I put in, it was 40 degrees in the room. I put in, it was 65 degrees in the room. I put in, it was 75 degrees in the room. I put it was 100 degrees in the room. Dryer sheets. Yes. So I put in everything. And apparently no matter what happens, if your body is at 63.3 degrees, you died 47 hours ago. Don't understand it, just passing along the information. So while we were talking about this, we're talking about the fact we were looking at the rates of decomp, and things were weird. Things were very weird. Things like by day 3 to 4, you should be green. You should have a greenish hue. There was no greenish hue. Things like things like rigor mortis that should end at 72 hours. But when you rolled her body over, she was still doing this. She was like, her hand was like, when they rolled her over, she was like this still. Like it was still rigor mortis. But rigor mortis is supposed to end at the very end of it, 72 days after. They found the body 4+ days after. And supposedly she's still in rigor mortis, which is supposed to end 72 hours after you die. So that was weird. So trust me, nothing I'm about to tell you is going to make sense. I'm not putting out any type of theory. I'm not telling you, and this is just shit I found. Do with it what you will, okay? I'm not putting out any theory. I'm not saying Nick and Gypsy didn't do it. I'm not saying any of that before anybody jumps down my throat. I'm just telling you things I found. Things I found that didn't make sense, okay? Here we go. I'm going to recap. 1, no shit and piss. Where is it? Where is it? Number 2, when your body's 63.3 degrees, you died 47 hours ago. Which then lies in fact of the point that rigor mortis stops rigor mortising 72 hours maximum from when you die, which is why she was still doing this. She was still in rigor, apparently, which again would put her to the 11th. The temperature puts her to the 11th. The rigor puts her to the 11th. The lack of insects puts her farther back. The fact that she was not green puts her back. It's very strange. Yes, the temperature was changed in the house. I changed the ambient temperature in the thermometer to change it. There's a death thermometer, y'all. There's a death thermometer. Didn't think that was. It's a thing. Omni will do anything you want it to do. Anyways, so everything is leading back to the 11th, which makes 0 sense. None. I'm already gonna tell you this right now. It makes no sense. No sense. No sense. No sense. I understand that. Okay. But the rigor says, the insects say, the freaking temperature thing says, I don't know what any of that means. Also, she looked really fucking fresh for being dead 4 days. But I'm not going to dispute the fact that that's happened on the 9th or 10th. Okay. I'm not going to dispute that. I'm just telling you the things that I found. Okay. So we were looking through the crime scene to look at the lividity, because we're on the lividity. So we're looking at the lividity, and we realize that she's got the patterns of the mattress in her body, right? She's got the patterns of the mattress in her body, but there was a foam topper on top of the mattress. That makes no sense. No sense. No sense. You're going to need a lot more alcohol by the time I'm done. So she has in her body impression, there is the mattress on her body, even though there was a foam mattress on top. So that made 0 sense. So while we were looking at the bed and the mattress, there's dryer sheets everywhere. I was looking at the mattress and I said, why the fuck is there dryer sheets all over this bed? And so at first I'm like, there's dryer sheets. I'm like, no. That's insane. That's insane. They're not dryer sheets. They're not dryer sheets. That's insane. So then I was like, oh, wait, they're markers. They're markers for the blood. They were covering up the blood before they could put the markers on it or whatever. As I showed in the videos, there were markers where there were dryer sheets, and then there was dryer sheets without markers. It literally goes sheet. I don't know where the mattress pad was in. I lost track of the layers, but there was a sheet. Mattress pad was in there somewhere in between one of the layers. Just forget about that. Dryer sheets, mattress pad, dryer sheets, mattress. And there was a shit ton of dryer sheets. There was like a box worth of dryer sheets all over this bed. And I put up like 6 different pictures so you guys could really grasp what the hell I was trying to say. They're dryer sheets. They're creased. They stand up. You can tell by looking at them, they're fucking dryer sheets. So everybody wanted to know, why was there no smell? They already thought of that. And the weird thing was, a lot of the dryer sheets were placed on droplets. You can look. Was dryer sheets on top? Yes. So there was dryer sheets that were placed over droplets as well. Because if you look at the markers, there's markers and then dryer sheets, which means that there's a drop of blood there. So there is markers with dryer sheets that are covering blood, and then there's just dryer sheets by themselves willy-nilly everywhere. So when people are saying that the place didn't smell, it may have to do with the fact that there was a box of dryer sheets all over this fucking bed. You can think I'm crazy. I'm thinking I'm crazy at this point, but those are fucking dryer sheets. And you know what? I realized as I'm making this video, okay, I was making the video. It's on this account right here. I was making the video and I went back so I could put the captions on and put a couple little words in there. By the way, the dryer sheets on the mattress look like they're in the shape of a body. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I realized how many times I said the word dryer sheets. So I put on the top, fun drinking game, dryer sheets. So yeah, Um, anybody who wants to argue with me, feel free. Like, I will entertain anything. If somebody wants to say, no, this is what I said in the comments, y'all want to say whatever you want to say in the comments, go ahead. But number one, telling me I have no life, already know that. Number two, I am too obsessed, probably. Number three, I have too much time on my hands. You ain't telling me anything new. But number four, you better come correct and tell me, show me where the fuck I am wrong. Those are dryer sheets. There's like a box of dryer sheets on different layers of that fucking bed. Why? And then people wanted to know why there was no smell. Because there was dryer sheet. Thanks, Aussie. No, it couldn't be something that Dee Dee just did, because some of them were placed on top of the blood. Because I thought about that. I thought, well, what if Dee Dee's a strange duck and she puts dryer sheets in the bed? What if she does? I thought about that. And then I realized, no, because there is drops of blood underneath the dryer sheets. They were placed there afterwards. Feel free. Go look at the video. Go look at the video. Go look at the video. There is dryer sheets on top of blood, which means they were put there on top of it. That means Dee Dee didn't do that because the blood would have been on top of the dryer sheet, not the other way around. I don't know how she had prints of the mattress, but there's a mattress pad. I don't know. Dryer sheet gate 2024. Absolutely. How did they place them with her on the bed? I don't know. I didn't say any of it made sense. All I know is there's fucking dryer sheets everywhere. I'm just laying down what I saw, y'all. You can figure out whatever the hell you want to do, however you want to do it. That's up to y'all. I have no idea. Could not tell you. All I know is there's a shit ton of dryer sheets. Why? I have no idea how or why. I have no idea where there's tiny pinpricks of blood. I have no idea that when I went back and looked, she is here and there's the only big spots are over here. Why? I don't know. She's here, 2 spots here that she ain't even near. Number 2, there ain't no blood on any of them fucking pillows. Number 3, Barney, who is shoved under her head, has nothing on him. I don't know. I have no idea. Nothing makes sense. All I know is dryer sheets. That's it. That's all I got. I don't know why they're there. I have no idea. Yes, dryer sheets absorb smell. Yeah. And people were wondering why the house wasn't smelling. Maybe it was Mountain Fresh. I have no idea. None. I have no idea. Yeah. And I still do not understand. Yes, that's what I told everybody. In the video, I said it's a drinking game. As every time I say dryer sheets, just take a drink or a hit and you'll be good. You'll be lit by the time I get done with this live. The pillows have nothing on them. Nothing. It's on this account right here. It's my latest video. The pillows have nothing on them. Nothing. Why? Okay, but the smell of death sometimes it does not start till like day 3. And the body was cold. So, slowed decomp, Bounty Fresh. I don't know. What are we talking about? Dryer sheets. Talking about dryer sheets. So that is how I spent the last 2 hours. We went from David Blanchard down to lividity, down to the fact that there's no shit and piss on that bed. When you die, you release everything. I do not understand this. You literally, anybody who knows anything about death knows that when you die, you shit and you piss. That is what happens. Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. How would they even move her? Wheelchairs. There's a wheelchair in the fucking bathroom, for Christ's sake. Yeah, when you pass, your body fluids come out. Where is it? I can't wait to see this debunked later on today. Oh my God, Ryan's over there screaming about dryer sheets. Like, oh my God, sweetheart, let me just tell you. Feel free. I would love to see this debunked. I would love to see this debunked. You tell me why there is 150 fucking dryer sheets in levels of the bed. Yes, no, I looked it up. No, my browser history is jacked right now. I have everything in there from how does a body look 4 days after decomp? Do you shit and piss when you die? How long does it take a body to hit 63 degrees? Also, no, it can't be a bed bug hack. There is dryer sheets on top of blood spatter. That's why it's even more weird. Because if it was just, hey, Dee likes to smell good, she puts dryer sheets, she puts her mattress, she puts her dryer sheets, she puts mattress. Fine. I could have dealt with that. But there is droplets under the dryer sheets. How did the droplets get under the dryer sheets? It's not going to work. It's not going to work unless the dryer sheets went on after. Now, obviously, well, they'd have to move her. Yeah, obviously, because I still do not understand how the fucking mattress pattern is in her leg when there's a mattress topper in between her and the mattress. Can somebody please fucking explain that to me? Not every time you pass, but I've had many patients that did. You have to clean them. They do release most of the time. That is what I read. Very, very, very. Let me just tell you something. So, very rarely they won't. However, she had an entire meal in her stomach. There was food in there to come out. Where is it? Where is it? No, the bed barely had any blood on it. And what blood was on there was most of it was covered by dryer sheets. So I don't know if okay. So the one GoFundMe I know is not accurate. It's a nameless, faceless person. That's not a real GoFundMe. The other one I don't know. The food does take time to digest. I get that. I don't know. All I know is she has freaking mattress pattern in her leg, which is impossible to do when there is a foam topper in between you and a mattress. I know that there is mattress, dryer sheets, foam topper, dryer sheets, sheet. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I didn't say it had to make sense. All I said was they're there and it makes no fucking sense why. Also, the fact that they are we're going to do an algebraic equation. We're going to do an algebraic equation right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here you go. Hold on. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. I like your fact page. Okay. So we're going to do an algebraic equation. Are you ready? Not all dryer sheets have blood, but all blood has dryer sheets. When you look on that marker bed, every drop of blood has a dryer sheet over it, but not every dryer sheet has blood under it. So the dryer sheets are all over the place, but every place there's a drop of blood, there's a dryer sheet. Explain it. Because you can try to explain the dryer sheets. Well, they're just all over the place. Okay, cool. Why does every single drop of blood have a dryer sheet, though? Explain that. Yes, and in case you missed it, dryer sheets. You have to teach math in 6 hours. I'm teaching math at 2:00 in the fucking morning. We're good. All right. What do I think it means? Well, they do stop the smell. They do stop the smell. Everybody wanted to know, why didn't it smell? Why didn't it smell? Why didn't it smell? I don't know. Gain. Bounty. I don't know what kind they buy, but apparently maybe it at least slowed the smell a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, and then if y'all were with me about 5 months ago, okay, so are you saying that am I saying they were placed there before or after? Okay, I'm going to say this again one more time. Okay, so if the dryer sheets were there before, there wouldn't be blood under them. Because for every drop of blood, there's a dryer sheet, but for every dryer sheet, there isn't a drop of blood. But there is dryer sheets on top of every drop of blood on that mattress. They were placed over the drops of blood. Now, do not explain to me. I don't know. it is too late and my brain is too fried, I realize 1,000% that they would have had to move the body. I am aware. I am aware. I'm just letting you know, dryer sheets. However, a lot of people also say she was killed in the bathtub or she was killed here. The hallway is full. The hallway is full. Have you guys ever actually looked at the hallway? Have you guys ever actually looked at the hallway? There is tons and tons of spots everywhere. Tons of spots in the fucking hallway. Fucking kitchen. And if you were with me about 6 months ago, I was screaming about baby wipes. At first, I thought they were baby wipes, to be honest. I was like, oh my God, it's the goddamn baby wipes. Here they are again. More fucking baby wipes. So much baby wipes. But no, because these are literally creased and stand up. They're fucking dry. Zoom in on the photos. I'm not kidding. Zoom in. You can see them. They are dryer sheet fiber. The see-through-ish, milky-ish dryer. They're fucking dryer sheets. I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm not trying to give you a theory. I'm not trying to tell you anything. I have no idea. All I know is dryer sheets. That's it. That's it. I don't know what it means. I don't know how she was on there and then she was off there and then they put her back. I don't know. All I know is I will give you a tiny theory of what may have happened that I don't even know, but I can give you a tiny theory. She has mattress patterns on her leg. There was no topper on that bed when she died. There couldn't have been because the patterns are in her legs and her arms. That foam topper couldn't have been there. It couldn't have. But scientifically could not have been there. There is patterns from the mattress in her arm and her leg. It can't be. The top part couldn't have been there. So let's say it did happen on the bed and there was a mattress cover or what if, okay, throwing shit out here now. So there was a sheet and there was a mattress protector either on top of the foam thing or the mattress. Let's say somehow they used one of those. Anyways, they put her on there and whatever. They take her off. I don't fucking know. I'm just kind of going out my ass at this point. They put the dryer sheets on. They put the mattress on. They put the dryer sheets back on it. They put the sheet on it. They put her in there and they tuck her the fuck in and give her a Barney doll. I don't know. All I know is dryer sheets. Don't know how. Don't know why. Have no idea of the significance, but dryer sheets. No, her weight was not enough to cause the impressions. Okay. Granted, so she's 2 inches taller than me and 55 pounds heavier than me. 55, 60 pounds heavier than me, 2 inches taller than me. And I can tell you, I've never had an indentation of anywhere from my mattress. Okay. Those mattress impressions are like deep on her. Okay. There's no way that those impressions came through a fucking mattress topper. No way. I know. Talk about alcohol poisoning. I know, right? Did I see your comment? No. Unfortunately, I'm over here. I'm a little out of it right now. I'm a little out of it, not gonna lie. Look. I have looked up things in my phone browser that I am not comfortable having in my search history at this point. I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it. But all I know is regardless of the weird things I found, like if her body was 63 degrees, she was supposed to have died 47 hours earlier, or the fact that she was still in rigor because her arm was still like, they rolled her and she's still like this, like her arm didn't flop. When they rolled her, she was still like this, which means that some rigor was still involved because when they rolled her, she should have flung her arm off. Ow, I dislocated my shoulder. I have healers. I can do that. Anyway, fuck me. So her arm was still like this. And so rigor is supposed to leave in 3 days. I don't understand anything. I understand nothing. I don't get nothing at this point. There's no shit. There's no piss. She's somehow still in rigor after past the 3 days that rigor is supposed to go away. I don't know. Nothing makes sense. And considering you guys can think I'm crazy as a fucking batshit motherfucker, that's fine. But when I literally see an autopsy that says that she was pronounced dead at 3:13 and the call was made at 3:13. They didn't get there till 3:57, and then they didn't even find the body until hours after that. Then you had to wait for the coroner to come to look at her to pronounce. That body shouldn't have been pronounced for like 5 more hours. But somehow the autopsy has it as that she was pronounced at 3:13 when they hadn't even been. God damn it, go away, motherfucker. Um, that the cops weren't even to the house yet. The cops weren't even to the house. How you gonna pronounce the body that ain't even there? And then people are like, oh my god, the people in my comments are like, but they can estimate the death. Well, what I can tell you is you can't estimate it back 5 hours when she's been dead for 5 days. They would have estimated it, which they didn't ever do, days earlier. So why the fuck? It was a typo. I'm pretty sure that they would have paid attention to, I don't know what time somebody's pronounced, because that's kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. But there was other errors. I don't care. You're still going to get the fucking time right. If you can't proofread that shit, there's a problem. A lot of people were talking about a fucking wheelchair. I mean, how many? There was a wheelchair in the damn bathroom, which by the way, so she was in there, cowering in the bathroom, right? While he was doing this, she was cowering in the bathroom, right? Where? Because by the time you open the door, the wheelchair was right there. So either A, she was in there cowering with no wheelchair, B, the wheelchair was there and she wasn't in there cowering, or C, she was in there and then they moved the fucking wheelchair in there. Why did they move the wheelchair in there? Because it was obviously not. Look, she and the wheelchair were not going to fit very comfortably in that fucking bathroom. That wheelchair was either in there and she wasn't, or she was and they put it in there afterwards. And if they put it in there afterwards, why the fuck did they put it in there? Yeah, she was apparently chilling in the fucking cat box because that's about all the room there was. She was not between the toilet and the tub. There was a fucking litter box there. She was not between the toilet and the fucking tub and the toilet. The fuck she was. There was a goddamn litter box there. Even then, no, it says pronounced. It says pronounced. And not only that, but the estimated time isn't going to work either because that would have been 5 days earlier. She said, I'm not dead yet. And I'm sure she didn't mean to say that, or I'm sure she does. It was probably Freudian slip. There was no Ruby. Ruby does not exist. Ruby doesn't exist. Demone doesn't exist. Those were not personalities. Those were not nothing. Those were stupid little made up names that they made for each other. She was not in between the toilet and the bathtub. There was a litter box there. Go look at the fucking thing. What's your opinion of her body being, hold on. What's your opinion of her body temp over 20 degrees warmer than the home? Well, first of all, I mean, you have to remember that a body starts off at, we'll say 98.6 degrees. And it made it down to 63 degrees because first, your body cools to begin with when you die. Two, the house was a lot colder than what it should have been. Now, even if the house was at 40 degrees, even if they set the register to 40 degrees, if it was hot in summer, your house isn't going to hit 40. I put my house on 70, okay? When it is 95 degrees outside, my house is 77. Not because my thing sucks, but because it can't keep up. That house never hit 40 fucking degrees. It was set for 40, but it never fucking hit 40. Okay? It never did. Not in that kind of heat. There's no way. Can I ask a question? I feel like I'm stupid. The wheelchair was in there. Could they have tried to give Dee Dee a bath? The reason for the bathtub being so clean, they cleaned it after the bath. So there's definitely an issue with the fucking bathtub. It's fucking clean as shit. It is the cleanest thing in the fucking house. And there was men's body wash there. Well, I do men's body. It doesn't matter. They took it as evidence. So they must have thought it was weird too. There is some fingerprints on the tub that they never tested. There's a lot of things that could have happened. A lot of people think she was killed in the tub. I don't know. All I know is there's a wheelchair in that bathroom that has fuck all. Why? Okay. Y'all, why is there a wheelchair in the fucking bathroom for a bitch who can walk? Did you ask yourself that? The bitch can walk. And if Dee Dee needed that wheelchair, why was the wheelchair in the bathroom and not the bedroom? Because if she needed the wheelchair to get around, she would have had the wheelchair next to the bed so she could get into it, not in the fucking bathroom. So why the fuck is there a wheelchair in the bathroom for two bitches that can walk? How is that same wheelchair blocking where she said she was? She said she was in between the tub and the toilet. Well, let me tell you two reasons why that doesn't work. One, wheelchair. Two, cat box. So, yes, the tub and the bathroom are significant. There's a reason that she puts herself there during the crime. Right. Kind of like David puts himself in the house. I know, right? Do you think Dan was involved? No. And I don't think Dan was involved now. I did before. I did before. I put up a video earlier actually talking about this. I think we were shoved at Dan and shoved at the wrong Dan at that. And I think y'all need to understand something with that. Not only were we shoved at Dan for 9 fucking years, we were shoved at the wrong Dan for 9 fucking years. So if you're trying to shove somebody over here, why? Why are we being told to look at Dan, look at Dan, look at Dan, look at Dan, look at Dan in Arkansas? That ain't even the right Dan. And we just now found that out. And Bree's not lying. Her Dan is the right Dan. We found out that the Dan that we've been told for 9 years is not the correct Dan. But you know who put that shit out? Do you know who put that shit out? I would show you the text messages, but the last time I showed you all the text messages, I got a privacy violation on my YouTube because they wanted me to be quiet. Because I accidentally put her name up blurred. That side pushed the fake Dan theory. And I have text messages that I showed that. They pushed the fake Dan theory. I got told on no less than 3 occasions that Dan from Arkansas was the correct Dan. So we were being shoved to Dan, the wrong Dan, for 9 years. Why? Why? Why were we being red herringed in that direction? I believe the D is fire. I just put up a fucking video. There's a D involved, more than likely, and from what I'm hearing, there's a D involved. Yeah. We've been looking at Dan, and I think we need to look at the other D, which, by the way, let's talk about that for a minute. So if y'all read the police report, do you know that David is referred to as Charles in that police report? Now, from what I understand, his name is David. Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Last name. Okay. We ain't doing this. You ain't gonna get my shit knocked down. All right. So his name is David. If you follow Jesus, you are. And then his last name, allegedly. Okay. Why in that police report does he tell them that his name is Charles? Because his name is not Charles. That's not any of his aliases. And no matter how we try to background check, that name doesn't come up. It does not exist. So why did he tell police on the scene that that was his name? Why? That's not his name. We looked. There's one that is 41 years old in St. Louis, Missouri. That's it. There is nobody of that name that lives there. Period. That lives anywhere. Period. We looked it up. There's nobody. There's nobody of that name living in that vicinity has ever lived in that vicinity. Yes, Squawk. Yes, Squawk. So, yeah. So ask yourself that. Ask why he gave a false name. A false name. Because that ain't his name. That ain't his name. That ain't his name. Yep. And it didn't even, at first, I was like, because I'm reading it, whatever. And I'm like, oh, his name must be Charles David. People go by their middle name. And Fancy's over here like, no, his name is David. She knows his middle name. No, his name is David. Well, if he's not going by his middle name, we looked up. I was like, no, we got to do this. So let's do Charles David last name. Nothing. There's nothing. So weird. Not gonna lie. Here's my deal. Is he any more believable than the Dan theory? Possibly not. However, when you are at a crime scene, if you are at a crime scene and you are trespassing on said crime scene, John Bonet, anybody? Why would you give a fake name? Yes, he was the president of VisionCon. He was the president of VisionCon. And y'all seen what went down in those VisionCon videos we posted. VisionCon was a wild time. Remember the jungle juice in the tub? VisionCon parties were pretty lit. And David was the president. He was the president of VisionCon. So it can't be his dad's name because he is older than I am, and the dad would be younger than I am. So that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So, oh, Michelle, here's the deal. So whenever I talk about this shit, somehow somebody tries to flag me for privacy violations. The same reason we call the person who violated me the first time Chocolate Sunrise. Flip it around, figure it out. This case is insane. It is weird. It is wild. There's things that do not make sense. And I have no idea how the fuck they are relevant, but I don't understand why there is like literally 100 dryer sheets on that bed. Well, the call came in at 3:13. Somebody tried telling me that the post on Facebook was made at a specific time, but I tried to look and it doesn't have a time. I went back and looked. There's not a time that is listed. Go ahead and restrict me. There's not a time listed, but they got there pretty quick. Yes, dryer sheets. Why did he tell 3 different stories about being in the house? Well, because it's hard to keep your lies straight, for starters. It's hard to keep your lies straight. Ask Gypsy. Gypsy spelled her name 2 different ways during her interview. Well, that's because sometimes they'd put the E and sometimes they did not. Well, look, people wanted to know, here's the deal. Would dryer sheets take out the scent of a body? No. But a body in the right conditions, like when it's colder, takes more time to start to break down to the point of smelling. She took down the temperature. She put on dryer sheets. And suddenly there's not a lot of smell. I'm just saying. I'm just saying things the way I see them. Yes, I have heard things about federal charges through different people, but until there's any type of federal charges, I ain't saying shit. I've heard things, but that does not mean anything. You can hear stuff all day long. Doesn't mean there is. Yeah, he says he's a neighbor, but he lives a 6-minute drive away. Yeah, I wouldn't really consider that a neighbor necessarily. That is kind of weird. That is kind of weird. Yeah. Oh, nice. Somebody just pointed something out. So you turn down the temperature, you put on the dryer sheets, you pull up the blankets, helps keep that smell in. That's not, it's not inaccurate. Don't know if it's accurate, but it's not inaccurate for damn sure. I want to know how that Barney didn't have nothing on it, or the pillows. I don't want to know about that. Ah, somebody just said that they smoke in their car. They keep dryer sheets in their car, and you can't tell that they smoke. So where did her vehicle go? It was in the driveway in the crime scene photos. Do you think Nick will ever tell more than he has? I don't know. It's been 9 fucking years. I will tell you right now, dude. If somebody had me do something to that extent and I went to prison and they got out in 10 years, I would be singing like a fucking canary. I don't know why he doesn't. If he does truly know something, he will take to his grave. I would be telling anybody and everything. Now, another thing is apparently they said that they didn't have the different chat histories and now they do. So I think that's interesting. David was a friend of the family and he ran VisionCon where they went. And weirdly, the things you find out at 3 a.m. while on a live when you have no life. Kimberly, his wife, is still friends with the D-Jip profile. He is not. Well, was he ever? Yes, he was. You know how I know? Because I went on his Facebook, I went on his posts, and I saw where she commented on his shit numerous times. So he removed her as a friend, and Kimberly did not. Does that mean anything? Not necessarily. I'm just letting you know. No, I don't think Kirsty has a thing for Ken. Why? And if she did, why does it really matter in the scheme of things? I mean, realistically, does it matter? If they're into some country fucking cousin fucker shit, that's up to them. There's people who are into that. It'd be weird, but whatever. I mean, we don't know what the hell goes on ever, anything, whatever. I've heard so many stupid fucking things. I heard something today. Somebody wanted to argue with Fancy saying that the whole reason that Gypsy's file is down is because of Nick. Their cases are separate. They were tried separate. They have nothing to do with each other. Nothing. That's why Gypsy's is down and Nick's isn't. And for the people who think that Nick's profile is down, the fuck it is, because I've seen it. You just have to know how to look on there correctly. It's up. Hers isn't. His is. For those idiots who go, oh, they took it off for the safety of the baby. I've heard that one from somebody's live who had screenshots from the lawyer. Let me just tell you that. Let me just tell you something about that. Number one, taking that case off of CaseNet, you ain't going to do it for the safety of Gypsy or the baby. Let me tell you 2 things. Number one, they don't give a fuck if you're pregnant. They don't give a fuck. You will have a baby behind bars. They don't give a shit. Number 2, taking it off of CaseNet is going to do fuck all nothing because we already know about it. We're still going to fucking call. Number 3, if they were doing it for safety and if they were doing it for so people would stop calling, they'd take the other one down that they left up. This is why you can drive a fucking semi through that fucking story. Because if they took her case down for the safety of her and her baby, if they took the case down because people are calling the courthouse, then they would have took both of them down. They only took the one. They didn't take 2. Why wouldn't you take both if it was for that reason? Also, we already have the information. We're already going to call. You can take that case down all goddamn day long. People are still going to call. Fact. Do you know how many women give birth behind prison bars? Lots. Do you think Gypsy Rose is special? Fuck no. They don't give a fuck that she's pregnant. Okay? You might have laid down and got knocked up because you thought that was going to keep you from prison. It fucking ain't. They didn't take that case down for some stupid little reason like that. And I don't care what anybody's screenshots from anybody's whatever has to say. They're either A, lying about said screenshots, or because you'll see them now because I said that, and this will get back to her, or B, he doesn't want to tell her the damn truth is that she's being fucking investigated. I don't know what to tell you. But I can tell you that those fucking cases were not taken down for her safety or her privacy. Those cases have been up for 9 years. And if they came down, they would have came down when she came out, not 8 months, 9 months later. If it was for her safety and privacy, they would have taken them down in February when she got out. They would have been like, "Oh, this is a month of craziness. We got to shut it down. Oh, we're getting too many calls. We need to shut it down." Number two, if they're going to take one, why didn't they take both? There's 2 files that are attached to her name on CaseNet that involve just the crime. They only took one down, not both. Therefore, they are not trying to protect her privacy. They are not trying to save her safety. They are not trying to stay away from phone calls because they left the other one up. I don't know how much more plainly I can fucking say this shit. Do not believe shit that comes out from over there. Don't. Because it's bullshit. Because I literally just drove holes through it. There wasn't... Okay. I don't think... You know what? Here's the deal. Let's go through it. So they're claiming that there was hundreds of FOIAs done, right? You do realize that every single time a FOIA is put in, it is logged into her docket. I'm not talking about Natasha. Every time there's a FOIA request, it's put into her docket. I haven't seen hundreds of names. Matter of fact, I've seen 3. One of which had certified copies, which means it's legal. Whatever is going on is legal. You only need certified copies for legal situations like your birth certificate, things like that. Getting a certified copy, that's not something a Joe Schmo can do. Joe Schmoes cannot get certified copies. That is not a thing that can happen. I cannot request somebody else's certified copy. Officials can. Doctors can. Police can. FBI can. Lawyers can. They can do all that. The person can do it. But I can't just call up and be like, "Hey, I need Billy's certified records." That's not how it works. So somebody in some official capacity requested those records for whatever reason. For whatever reason. Was his DNA found at the crime scene? Yeah. Their DNA is on the knife, dude. So, and that's another thing, So the knife itself has 3 components of DNA on it. All 3 of them are on the knife itself. But blood DNA is Nick and Dee Dee. So Nick was there. To what capacity? To what he did? Did it go down exactly as they said? His blood DNA is there. It is there. Are we finally to see who the real Dan is? The real Dan is out there. He's got a few different Facebook profiles, and I'm sure he is just in love with the fact that he was able to hide for 9 years and not have you crazy fuckers trying to find him. And now everybody wants to know who he is, where he is, and what he had for dinner. So I feel bad for him, to be honest. I feel bad for him. He got to fuck off into fuck off land for 9 years. And now it's like, no, you guys got the wrong Dan. You got the wrong Dan. You got the wrong Dan. You got the wrong Dan. Okay, cool. Now we have the right Dan. Good job. Good job. No, a lot of things don't make sense, y'all. A lot of things don't make sense. Amanda Moore was requesting things right. Yeah, I know that. I'm aware. So, yes, there was an Amanda Moore who is a probation and parole officer in Missouri. She absolutely is. I found all of her contact information. I'm not using it, but I found it. And then there is, I did not know that there was state police in Louisiana. I didn't know that one. I did find one who was a uh, probation or a lawyer, I think, that was in both states, but both of the licenses were no longer functioning. Yeah, she released his birthday, his wherever he was. I mean, like, awesome. I mean, okay, think about it again. Think about it again. I'm gonna throw another thing out here at you guys because fuck it, I don't care at this point. So we were shoved at the wrong Dan forever, right? We were shoved at the wrong Dan for 9 years. So then we're shoved in the right Dan direction. Okay, cool. And it's right Dan, right Dan, right Dan. Look at Dan, look at Dan. Here's his birthday. Here's where he lives. This is him. 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 So we went from look at him, look at him, look at him to look at him, look at him, look at him, when we probably should have been looking at him, 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 him. We've been looking everywhere, but where we need to look, probably. Dan was a distraction. Dan's been a distraction. Dan, Arkansas was a distraction. I believe Dan, Missouri is a fucking distraction. I'm sure people have been messaging him. For people who don't like to be doxxed, they shouldn't live in doxing houses. If she knew who he was and you wanted Arkansas Dan to be cleared, great, perfect. That's good for you. It would have been enough to be like, look, that is not him. We have the real guy, believe it or don't. We have him. We're protecting his identity. He shouldn't be involved in this. He's been out of it for 9 years. He doesn't need you people calling, texting, and messaging him. No, that's not the way it went. It went, hey, here he is. Here's his Facebook. Go ahead and message him. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. I'd be pissed as fuck if that happened to me. Pissed as fuck. 9 years, you get to live your life like a normal human being. And then all of a sudden, you got fucking crazy ass motherfuckers messaging you. I feel bad for him, honestly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dee Dee did not do this so that Gypsy would have a lot of money. I mean, that is a very painful way to go. They could have done so many other things that would have not have been as absolutely hellacious as what they did. So many other things. Okay, so let me just tell you something. Even if her mom was into witchcraft, I'm telling you, as a person who knows this shit, that jar was bunk. That jar, number one, doesn't exist. But even if it did exist, those two items are not what you would put in a jar together. Those are not two things you'd put in a jar together to keep him away from her. That's not how that those components are not what you would use. There's a lot of things that if you were to put them in a jar of what they could mean, but she said it was so that she'd be lonely and die alone or whatever, they'd never be together. That is not the components you would use for that jar. I wouldn't even say it's a binding. It would be closer to a binding than a to get away from it. But at the same time, the problem is you cannot put a cow's tongue, which is meant to silence, and menstrual blood, which is meant to seduce, and a picture as the not prodigy, effigy. A picture for the effigy, silence, and seduction. That makes no sense. That jar's bunk. You've seen some of the messages. His story seems off to you. Well, we have somebody who is talking to him. I have not seen the messages. I just know that there is somebody that has been talking to him and under the correct profile. It's under the correct profile and somebody that's been talking to him. And if what's said to be believed, I would strongly believe he was innocent. Well, Louisiana has a non-for-profit off of crimes law. So I did look into it, and that makes sense why all of her shit is in trusts, because according to Louisiana's nonprofit law, she's not allowed to profit. but it's allowed to go into a trust that she can eventually touch. What the fuck is the point? But what that does in statute D of that law, what that does is allow the any extra other family to sue her for said trusts. So, yeah, from the rumor around the block, anyway, is that that money was touched for house renovations. I cannot confirm or deny. That's just the rumor around the block. She was saying, well, no, she was saying that it was a spell so that they would never be together, or like she'd die alone or some shit. But cow tongues, now they didn't say whether there was a nail driven through the tongue or not. That would be a huge thing too. I can't remember if there was a nail through the tongue. That's a silencing portion. And then menstrual blood is meant to seduce, which, by the way, I did hear a weird little thing going around that apparently, since Gypsy finally cooked for Ken, and I have heard this is a thing. I'm not discrediting, because as soon as I say it, you guys are going to know which creator did it. I'm not discrediting her. It is a thing, much like that jar. When you use your period blood in food, it is a binding agent. That is a thing. Yes, that is a thing. It is a thing. For real. It really is. If you are involved in voodoo, hoodoo, Santeria, and witchcraft, menstrual blood is very powerful. By the way, here's another thing, just so you know, a little handy dandy fact for all you women out there and men who want to run scared. Also, if you do it while you're on your cycle, it's also used as a binding agent. So, just so you know. Yes, it's yes. So that is a thing. That is a thing. That is a thing. Now, so the first thing you could say is, well, but she's pregnant. She doesn't have any. I'm going to tell you two things. Number one, there's technically other things you can use. But number two, if that side is to be believed, and so help me God, when I am being fact checked on a live later, I am not the only person this was told to. According to Christy, there was a vial of her DNA in the freezer, of Gypsy's DNA in the freezer. I am not the only person who's been told this to. Debunk me all you fucking want. I know lots of other people who have heard this, that there was a vial of DNA in the fucking freezer. So apparently they like to store shit. So I couldn't tell you. Wait, it's not in her name though. What's not in her name? Yeah. Doesn't need to be in her name there. What are we talking about? I missed something. What's going on? Help me down here. What are you guys talking about? What's in whose name? Oh, the famous spaghetti. The tattoos that her and Ken share. What? All right. Yeah, I don't know. They're talking about tattoos and spaghetti down here. I'm very confused. Is that a real yes, it's a real thing. That is a real thing. You can do it in things other than spaghetti, but spaghetti's red and it's easier to mask. So, yes. Oh, what? The tattoos? I'm not going to say the tattoos are a love spell. Why? Because I got matching tattoos? I got matching tattoos with people. Trust me, it ain't no damn love spell. There's trust funds. There's the one for inheritance, and there's a couple other ones. And she's got trust funds for sure. Matching tattoos are not a blood spell. They're not in a tattoo shop. They ain't. I mean, you can have a tattoo, whatever, but it's more complex than that. You don't just go into a tattoo shop and be like, hoodoo, voodoo, you voodoo. Like, that's not how it works. If you were going to do tattoos as a love spell, there's a lot more shit that's involved than just getting a matching tattoo. You can do lots of things with intent when it comes to spells. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to cast a lot of different spells, for sure. There's placeholders too. If you don't have particular items, you can use placeholders. But there would be, in order to do that, it would be a lot more in depth than being able to walk into Cousin Bobby's tattoo shop and getting a tattoo. So Dee Dee did have some tattoos, and one of them was a pentagram. I did not believe it. It is. On her ankle, there's a wizard, and the wizard is holding a pentagram. It is there. I seen it. So, yeah, those huskies are not binding them. Maybe she did some ritual doing that to her mom. Well, they did. I mean, they did this, and then they did this, and I got to do the puzzle piece because why not? To show I'm not asleep. Fucking hell, I hate these goddamn puzzle pieces. They're so stupid. Anyway, yeah. There's trusts. There's a few of them. You're still stuck on the menstrual blood thing? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Dee Dee was supposed to be in that kind of stuff when she was younger, yes. Yeah, I'm good. Oh shit, but knock that over. There's lots of things you can do. So, next topic. My brain just died. Hey. Yes, it's a circle bottle. You have to get this one off the website, though, because it's a squeezy bottle. Squeezy. This is the one I take to the gym. And then I got the standard 32 ounce, and then I got this one, too. So, this one you could only get at Walmart. Holds a Stanley Cup lid. And then I got the squeezy bottle for the gym. And then I got a standard 32 ounce cheetah print one. Where's my chair from? This is by the way, this is not a chair. This is a mouse pad. My chair's from Amazon, but that's a mouse pad. It's a 3-foot mouse pad. Do you believe that Dee Dee threw the do you believe that Dee Dee threw the bad video? What? Do you believe the Dee Dee threw the bad video is thorough? What? I think they tried to correct that and it still didn't make no goddamn sense. What are you trying to say? No, it's not my chair pattern. It's a 3-foot mouse pad I took off my desk while I was cleaning my desk, and I just never made it back onto my desk. Do I think the teddy bear? I've only seen one of the teddy bear videos, but I did actually do a video to that because it was similar to something I had said. Why is there more than one trust? Because one has to do with her inheritance, and one has to do with like the money she makes. Because technically, according to Louisiana law, she can't actually make money. Go ahead and try to debunk that, and I'll pull up the case law. And if she is doing it, she's doing it illegally. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There's a case law. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's not for profit. Louisiana not for profit. You can look it up. Louisiana not for profit. You have to put all of anything that you make from that into a trust. Now, most of it is involving if she specifically speaks about that day. Like she could make money honestly off of like, as far as I'm aware, she can make her money on TikTok. She can make her money if she had a brand deal, but anything like the movies, the documentaries, things that involve the crime, according to that law, is supposed to be in a trust. According to that law. Everyone's drunk from the dryer sheet drinking game. So I'm just going off of Louisiana law. I'm sure it will be debunked later on a live for 5 hours. Who can touch it? People whose names are on it that aren't hers, I guess. I don't pretend to be an expert in trusts. I'm too poor to have a trust. That's nice that you requested to join. I don't know who the hell you are. First of all, I don't really ask people to join my lives because number one, I don't know who you are. Number two, I don't know what the hell's going to come out of your mouth. Number three, I've never seen you in this live before in my life. So why do you think I'm going to stop what I'm saying to let you up? Don't you know it's the Ryan show? Now, if you could tell me what it is you'd like to talk about, maybe I might consider it. Oh, well, maybe you changed your name because I don't recognize that name. Which is possible because people change their name all the time and then I don't know who the hell they are. But so yeah, go watch the video, the newest video on my page. I feel like Ryan was kicked to the curb because the fact that he had her money, very possibly. It's okay, Goldie. I wasn't talking to you, honey. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to somebody else. Well, I mean, was Ryan her way out of prison? She could have went to go live with Christy to begin with. It does look better if you're going to like a marital home than say your parents' home, I'm sure, but she could have always went to Christy's house. I'm not really sure where Ryan fits in, to be honest, other than the fact that, yeah, I mean, if she's being paid for shit she shouldn't be being paid for, and he can, go through the money that way. I mean, that's a possibility, I guess. I appreciate you, Kiki. I thought Rod didn't want her at the house. Well, she's there, so I mean, she's there. So if he doesn't want her there, you had a thing about the dryer sheets. See, I know Goldie. That's the difference. Goldie, go ahead.
So my great grandmother, she's still alive today, but she is actually like actively passing away. It's been happening for a year.
I think you mean great or great. Great would be like, she'd be like 175.
No, she's 100. She's 100. So great. My great grandma. Does that make sense?
It's either your great grandma or your great. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, every time my Nana is taking care of her right now, which is my dad's mom, every time they make her bed, they put dryer sheets before they put her sheet.
Right.
It was something that she always did.
Right.
But I do know, because I know a lot of details about what's going on, because she has some blood issues, when the blood, it would have soaked through those dryer sheets.
I said that, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think, this is what I was going for, do you think that they put them on there to try to hide the blood?
Hide it, absorb. I don't know what the hell they were trying to do, but all I can tell you is if it was something as simple, because trust me, I thought of that. I thought, maybe it's hot. She's a big woman. Maybe she doesn't want to have to change her sheets. It's hard. So maybe she'd, lay a thing of dryer sheets, But my problem is twofold. One, they would have been placed not so haphazardly. They would have been here, not just like taking a handful of it, But number two, like I said, for every dryer sheet, there was not blood, but for every blood, there was a dryer sheet. There was dryer sheets that didn't have blood, but there wasn't any blood that didn't have dryer sheets.
When I seen your video at first, I was like, oh my gosh, it's the baby wipe. It's the baby
That's
wipe.
what I thought. You should have heard me on the phone. I was like, dude, I'm going to go make this video and everybody's going to think I'm crazy after what I said about the damn baby wipes. And I virtually thought they were baby wipes until I started realizing that they were creased. They were standing up on their own. And then I went to, okay, they're napkins. Then I went after I yelled dryer sheets 16 times. Then I said, well, wait, maybe they're baby wipes. Then I saw that they were creased. I'm like, well, wait, maybe they're napkins meant to be placeholders for the blood. And then I looked and there's dryer sheets that don't have blood. So that doesn't make any sense. If they were placeholders, if they ran out of markers or something, like, okay, well, that doesn't make any sense because it would contaminate a crime scene. But I thought maybe they were using them as markers, but they can't be using them as markers when there are literally dryer sheets that do not have evidence markers with them.
Right.
I thought it was baby wipes until you can see that they're creased and kind of crumpled and standing in some areas, especially in the one of 27 where it looks like there's little holes everywhere. You can literally see like crumpled. They're dry. They're dry. Those are, I mean, and if those are baby wipes, they're dry baby wipes. Maybe, but whatever. They look like dryer sheets, and it makes more sense for them to be dryer sheets because dryer sheets smell, which
And
would.
you said there was the mattress pad, and then a sheet.
So there was a sheet, dryer sheets, mattress pad, dryer sheets, mattress. There was a mattress protector in there somewhere, but I don't know if it was on the mattress or the mattress with the pad. I think it was just on the mattress. I did see the photo, but I was too busy screaming dryer sheets to pay attention. So there was a mattress protector on there somewhere.
Right.
Yes, the circles on her legs were from the mattress, which is what makes no sense. There's a mattress pad and then the mattress. The circles on her legs were from the mattress, which would mean that the pad was not on the bed when she was on the bed, which makes no sense because she's obviously on top of the mattress pad.
Okay, I might be really dumb, but let me run this by you really quick. What if she was in the shed? They had a mattress in the shed.
Yeah.
They had her in there for a few days. Then they moved her to that bed and they cut another wound and it bled a little bit.
No, because the bed that was in the shed is a toddler bed.
Oh, okay.
It's a toddler bed. Now the mattress is missing. All there is like the thing you like would put a mattress on, but the mattress that's in the shed is actually just a toddler bed, which is where we ended up going, where we were talked about her being a cam girl and everybody said we were crazy. And then her book came out and she literally admitted to it because obviously me and Fancy don't know anything that we're talking about. We put out about her being a cam girl. Everybody said, oh, no, blah, blah, blah. And then she puts out a freaking book that literally says that she was talking to men online, sending them pictures, et cetera, just like we fucking said, but we don't know nothing. I don't know why the bed is missing. The bed could have never been in there. It could have, look, I have a really okay. So the toddler bed being set up is weird to me because why is there a toddler bed set up in a shed? Whether there's a mattress on it or not, why is there a frame of a toddler bed set up in a shed with a light with the windows all blacked out?
Okay, weird theory, seen some really weird things, don't ask me how, but is there any way you could look up and see if she was making, I don't know what word to use here, videos?
Oh, we've already floated that theory. We floated that theory back in January. Because if you think about it, and go ahead and be mad at me and try to debunk me, I don't care. This is a theory. We are allowed to have theories. I will say this. If for whatever reason, look, there's a very specific niche she would fit into. If she was doing videos or pictures, there's a very specific niche she falls into. Underage girls. She looks like an underage girl. So if she was doing those kind of things, if she was, sending pictures to men, she could have, and she could have been doing them completely normally as well. But a niche that she would fit into is looking young, putting on princess dresses, putting on princess wigs. I think a lot of those wigs and outfits were for more than just going to Disney. I think that there was a lot of reasons why she had very childish clothes. That's my own personal opinion.
And I have this to say, and then I'll get off. I'm sorry.
You're good.
So she claimed to be sexually assaulted by her grandfather, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many people did she tell about that?
I don't know, but I can tell you that from what I understand, That's something that just started recently coming out. And if I heard things correctly, there was an inmate that had a similar story. And one thing that I can tell you about anything is, this is my opinion. I do believe that she's borrowed stories before. So it would not surprise me if this was a borrowed story. I mean, I don't know.
Well, the reason I asked how many people is because I've been in that situation and I don't tell people about it. So I was wondering if it's something.
Honey, you just told 220 people, but go ahead.
I know. It's okay. This isn't my name, so.
You're good.
I don't. But if she was telling the story more and more and more and more and more and more, it could be fake.
Well, I have a couple of theories I'm going to go into. So, did you have anything else?
No, I'll go down.
All right. See you later, hon. Now, I told you guys, I don't know about how old Gypsy was when her mom started shaving her head or anything. I didn't pay attention, to be honest. I know that there's been lots and lots and lots of pictures of her, with no hair. But I do know that, Dee Dee did have to shave her head. We have pictures of Dee Dee getting her head shaved when she was undergoing her cancer stuff. Now, I know that I've heard a creator say that supposedly whether I don't know if it was Dee Dee or Gypsy, somebody had it when she was 4, but we have a picture of Dee Dee at a house that I'm not going to give out the place, but it's like a house for people who are sick, not Ronald McDonald, before anybody jumps there. And we have a picture of her getting her head shaved. Yes, Juan. I was trying to be on the DL a little bit. However, I will say this. There's a bunch of them on Facebook. Do not attempt to go try to find it. Do not attempt to go try to find it. Do not harass them. But yeah, but but Ashley, it wasn't just during intimate times. I mean, you read the text messages. It was nonstop all time. She was calling him daddy constantly. And if you look at the one text message, he literally goes into this entire diatribe of calling her every weird thing under the sun in one text message. By the way, I also want to point out, for funsies, that I have on this profile a bunch of videos with their text messages. And what I find hilariously strange, and you can find this video on my YouTube, Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. If you're not following me on Ryan Lee TM on YouTube, I suggest you do, because I go there live every night. I'm going live tonight over here on both of them because I feel like this is stuff that needs to be said, and I just put out a weird video. Follow me on Ryan Lee TM. But what I will say is this. There's a video of mine that is now gone, okay? And it is gone because it had 750,000 views. And it was important. And how do I know it was important? I will tell you why I know it was important. Because after 250,000 views, it got a strike. I got it back up. At about 500,000 views, it got a strike. And I got it back up. And then when they struck me again at 750,000 views, it stayed down. Now, of all of the text messages that I have up, of all the videos I have up, of all the everything I say and do that is up, why strike that one video 3 times? Not once, not twice, but 3 times. They were the text messages. If you go on to my YouTube, I believe they are in my, it's not the very first video, but it's called Gypsy Rose That Night, Part 2, Nails and Shaving. It's 9 minutes of a very large portion of their text messages the night while he was on his way there. I have a video here. They don't care about it. I have a video here. They don't care about it. I have a video of them calling each other hun, daddy, darling, blah, blah, blah. They don't care about it. But for some reason, that 9-minute stretch of text messages, they flagged 3 fucking times and eventually got it down. And I have it on Real Crime Replay. on TikTok. That's all one word, real crime replay. Or more specifically, please go to my YouTube. It is on there. So there's something in that fucking video because they tried three times to get it knocked down. 3. And they eventually succeeded on TikTok. But I have it on my YouTube because I ain't gonna be told to be quiet. Fuck that. Not happening. There is no Nick's trial. All of his appeals are exhausted. All of his appeals are done. In the state of Missouri, he has no more appeals. They sent back all the exhibits on June 6th. There is no more appeals in Missouri. His only shot at anything is either clemency, which they're not going to give him, or he can take it to the Supreme Court, which apparently, according to the, their filing date is March 1st. So I don't really know what's going to be said. Clemency means they basically forgive you for doing it. They kind of just go, okay, you know what? You can go now. That's not going to happen. The autopsy's been out. You can actually see me and Fancy go over it on my YouTube. It is under the September 1st live called The Autopsy of Dee Dee Blanchard, I believe. We go through it in detail. She gets away with it and he rots. Yep. Can I come up about why Gypsy's case is off CaseNet? I'm just going to let you know when you get in the box. Yes, come on. I would love to hear why it's off of CaseNet. I've talked about it multiple times, but let's see what somebody else has to say. Maybe I will learn something new. I don't have a request. Hold on. Oh, there you are. My bad. I didn't show you had a request. All right. What's up?
Okay. My theory is why it's off CaseNet is actually that her attorney has been being investigated at the moment. And so they will pull all the cases that she was associated with and go back through those and see if there was any malpractice in those cases.
Okay, but if that was the case, both of the cases that are up there pertaining to the crime would be taken down.
Was she the attorney for both of them, though?
Why are you saying she? He didn't.
Sorry.
Was
it the same attorney for both?
Yes, clients? It was Mike Stanfield for the case. Just it divided. So there's a portion of the case still up and a portion of the case not up. Mike Stanfield was the attorney in the entire trial.
Gotcha.
So that was his thing. It has nothing to do with any part of Nick's appeal. It has nothing to do with her being pregnant. It has nothing to do with her safety.
I didn't believe any of that. Anyway.
No, because there's no way it could be. And I know that there's a person on this app who has seen the messages from Mike. And I don't care if the text messages exist. I don't care if they've been seen. I am telling you, that is not plausible. It's not. So as for now, the word down the grapevine, and I have people that I talk to, is that there is possibly some type of federal thing going on. Dual sovereignty can apply. Now, you can't have double jeopardy in the state of Missouri, but under dual sovereignty, which means that federal can step in. And if, by the way, before anybody goes, but why would they do it now? It's 9 years later. Because until she got out, and people like Fancy and me and Nina and Natasha, until people like us started shedding light on the fact that this does not wash, the feds would have no reason to go back and think that anything shady was going on. But there's been a lot of people that have been turning her into parole to the FBI. There's people who have turned her into the FBI, not me. But there's people who have turned her in on this app. I've seen it, that they're turning her into the FBI. So they may be looking into something now, because before they had no reason to not believe her. And now she gets out, she says A, B, C, and D, and we go, but wait, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And now maybe the feds are like, you know what? That sweet little deal that she got, I don't think so. So,
plus she has parole violations. So,
well, we don't know that for a fact yet. We don't know that for a fact yet. They've been talking about parole violations for some weeks now, but there's not, as far as I'm aware, there's not been any proof on parole violations currently. Now, she's been talked to numerous times. She's been talked to numerous times. She's been told to get off social media. And let me tell you, that was a crock of shit. I was there. That's not what happened. Anyway, but we don't know for a fact that she had a parole violation. And at this point, if she had one, that's one of the things they would not want to leak. So we may not know if she ever had a parole violation. It didn't say anything in her docket recently. It didn't say anything in her docket recently, so I'm going to assume as of right now, no. Yeah. But if it does say in there that there could be, they took it on there and have a thing for pending, probably because it was closed, whatever. She could be facing them. I don't know. She could be. We're not going to know yet until things go on. I don't know how this girl always calls me when I'm live. I feel so bad because I got to answer it and I can't.
Let her do that.
Huh? Hello?
I was responding to Cass 1626.
I just tripped over the word. I know what it is. It's sovereignty.
Get the evidence.
Wait, sovereignty? Yeah, so I said sovereignty. I just spelled over the word really quick. Okay. All right. So is that what you had?
Yeah, that's what I had.
Cool.
Thank you for letting me up.
No problem. All right. So let's see. I feel so bad because my friend is trying to call me and I feel so bad. And I can't even, oh my God. Oh, here. I'll message her real quick. So yeah, that's where we're at right now with everything. We don't know if there is any type of parole violation. We don't know about anything like that. So, I mean, could she have had one possibly? Yeah. Do we know? No. Yeah. So hold on. Is she in parole for the rest of her life? I have no idea what that means. FBNCA don't operate the way the states do. They don't. They have their own little government thing going on. Oh, fuck. Why do I pay for an iPad that does not function correctly? Jesus Christ. You're a paralegal. I help people with legal words quite often. Didn't mean to bug you. It's okay. It's okay. No, I know when it came out of my mouth that it came out pronounced wrong. I was aware. I was hoping nobody caught it, but I was aware. Yeah. If it was simply just a parole violation, she would have to serve up to the remainder of her parole, unless it was some crazy charge or whatever. But it would just be up to the remainder of her parole. I've even heard remainder of up to the end of the parole or 180 days, whichever is less. So I don't know. It just depends. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's, until we know for, 1,000% sure that she's got any type of parole violation, I wouldn't, I mean, even if she did, I don't think we'd ever know it. Now it would end up on CaseNet, but conveniently that case is taken down right now. The other portion of the case is from earlier, which what is weird about her particular case though, is it started off in the 2015. And then there was a branch that came up here that started in 2016. And that's the branch that's gone. But the 2015 that goes to 2016 is still there. So, well, I'm sorry, Luna. I don't know why you did that. Let me guess. Is she debunking everything I'm saying? Probably. Have fun. Is she allowed to talk to minors in her patrol papers? The only thing that I am aware of is that she cannot speak to felons. Anybody who has a felony. The one that I'm discussing, Dee Dee's autopsy, you can actually see it. It's one of my pinned videos on this account, or it is my pinned video on my YouTube. You can have one video up there. So I Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. You like pain? I fell asleep and woke up and realized I was listening to that too long. He was offered. He actually was offered two different plea deals. He was actually offered two different plea deals. One was, what was it? The 30 with possibility of parole, or 30 plus 10. That's not what I remember, but I'm not going to argue with you. But that's not what I remember. Pretty much, Nick doesn't even care that he's getting shot the shit end of the stick. I guess not. No, he was offered two. Is Bria a felon? No. She may associate with one possibly in the future, but yeah, life plus 25. But there was one that was 30 years, and I don't think that parole was ever on the table, but there was 30, and then there was I think a different version where they 30 and they took off a charge, if I remember correctly. Well, no, Ariel, I don't know if you quite understand what I was getting at with that, but I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. Hi. Um, I will say this though. I will say this. Bringing up who Gypsy can and can't talk to. As far as I'm aware, she had to cut ties with some of her friends, because they were felons. Yeah, they took off the armed criminal action. Yes, yes, yes. That's the one I was talking about. The weapons. I said weapons, but yeah. Um, she cannot talk to felons, and so she had to actually, not be able to talk to some of her friends in prison, which I'm sure sucked. However, that being said, if say you hung out with somebody who happened to be, I don't know, married to somebody who got a felony, she'd be fucked too. But I don't know if that will ever happen, but things could happen, I don't know. And then I don't know where that would leave anything, because she'd have to cut ties. But until anything like that happens, nobody would know anyways. I never wish for people to, have bad things happen to them. Although I do believe that if you do the crime, you pay the time. I did that right. Okay, good. If you do something wrong, I mean, you have to be held accountable. But that being said, I'm not really a huge, a lot of people probably think that I'm out there marching for her to go back to jail. Honestly, I'm not. I don't see where she's done anything that is a violation of her parole that would be big enough to send her back. No, that is not that engagement thing with Gypsy and Ken is not real. It's not real. She even got onto a post that was posting it and said it wasn't real. She may not even be divorced by March, to be honest. I mean, divorces take a second, and she can't even divorce until until she had the baby. You can't. They have to be able to do the paternity, yada yada yada. So she can't divorce until after that anyway. So she may not even be divorced by March. So, but no, honestly, people are like, oh, sign the petition to send her back. No, I don't like her. I don't like what she's done, and I don't believe she needs to be out. That being said, she hasn't done anything illegal to go back in, and I would never push for somebody to go back to such a horrible place. I don't think she should have left there, but now that she's out, I don't see where she's done anything that should put her back in yet. Same reason I don't believe anybody should call CPS on her. I don't think anybody should ever call CPS. I'm going to tell you why. Number one, you are taking away resources from another family who need them. Number two, if you call and there's not a reason for it, if enough of you keep calling, they're going to say Chicken Little, and the time that the CPS may need to be called, nobody's going to listen. So y'all need to just step back and make sure that things are going on before you do anything. Okay, you check the MPG page. His deals were both, that's what I thought, both 30 years. And one with an added 10 year, 30 years plus 10 years. Why not just say 40? I know with one of them, they took off the armed criminal action, though. I do remember that. She is having others do her dirty work. 1,000%. Simply even down to the fact that she's hired a PR firm so that she can actually hit copyright content creators. I did not get a copyright because I don't use her work. But she has tried to shut me up in other ways. like I said, that one video that had 750,000 views, they struck it 3 fucking times. And I know it was them, because who else is going to try that hard to get that one video down? It wasn't like I got a bunch of strikes everywhere. It was that one video 3 times. There's a reason. They don't, whatever's in that video, they don't want y'all reading. Dead ass. Whatever's in that one video, they do not want you guys to know, because they tried to strike it 3 times. But guess what? I have a YouTube, Brian Lee TM. You can find it on there. Yeah, CPS does investigate claims, no matter how stupid they are. Trust me. Yeah, make sure the sky is really falling, for real. On there, it is Gypsy Rose That Night, Part 2, Shaving and Nails. Yeah, I don't believe in... You have a question about that video? Go ahead. The text what I'm talking about, yes. I don't believe in using CPS as a vendetta. That is irritating. We had that happen. And the charges were false, obviously. But it ends up being a whole fucking debauchery that does nothing but hurt the child. So I don't believe in using CPS as a weapon. If something is going on that needs to be called about, absolutely do it. But don't just do it because she's a shit person. She may be a shit person who could actually be capable of being a good parent. We don't know. I doubt it. But she says her mom is a light sleeper. How is she sneaking around at night? I have no idea. I don't believe anything that comes out of her fucking mouth. She also said she gave her mom a sleeping pill before she went to bed that night, and her talk screen is clean. She claimed there was bells on the doors. There was not bells on the doors. You can see that in the fucking crime scene photos. There was not bells on the doors. I don't think dude, if her mouth is moving, lies are coming out of it. When are y'all going to understand this? I try to be, Brandy. I try to be. Everything that comes out of her mouth is a fucking lie, you guys. I don't know how to say it any fucking better. I literally seen screenshots about a live where somebody said, did you have chemo? And she said, yes, once a week. The fuck? Did the autopsy say anything about her nose? It was not broken. According to the autopsy, it was not broken. I still say bullshit. It still looks broken. However, there could be some skin slippage, which could be, but then again, it's cartilage. Like, I don't know. I'm still not going to be 100% on that particular thing. Obviously, the rest of it, all facts. I have my issues with the nose, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Amber. It's ridiculous. We don't have Gypsy's one. Yeah, there's no drugs in her system. It's a completely clean tox. Do you think the autopsy may be entered? What? Do you show the crime scene photos on YouTube? No, I would get my channel fucked up. Fancy had a drive out with it, but I think she took it down because she was trying to reorganize it. Low levels of her mom's meds. No, there was nothing in her mom's system. Do I think the autopsy? I don't know. Tampered with? Doubtful. I will say one thing that is strange though is, number one, the crime scene photos are not dated and timed, which is really odd. There was even somebody caught a photo of the phone saying that it was 8:15 on the 15th. So they were there at 8 o'clock in the morning, because another one said 2 p.m. So they were there at 8 o'clock in the morning. If they got there, if the cops got in the house with the warrant about 8 o'clock at night, and they were still taking stuff at 8 in the morning, still taking stuff at 2 in the morning, they were at that crime scene for a pretty fucking hot minute. There's a video where she took white as a ghost when people looked. Yeah, I already did that. There's a video of it up. I put that video up. I put a video of it up. Yep. We don't have Gypsy's talk screen. You know if Gypsy takes medication. Well, I know that there was a scene I saw in her new show where she's got a whole fucking gallon bag of pills. She was getting ready for Ken to come or whatever. There's a whole gallon bag of fucking pills in her bag. Zach, shut the fuck up. You can go find them. And if you can't find them, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Do the work. The rest of us had to. What time is it here? 3:10. course, Googling ain't gonna do shit. As far as I'm aware, Fancy took she took the drive down. She's trying to like redo them, and I think she's gonna try to blur out the things that should have been blurred out. There's what three or five photos that should have been blurred out, and she didn't because she didn't think about it. Cassandra, who says they aren't investigating? There is no statute of limitations on murder. So, I mean, he could be. We don't know. I have no idea. So Dee Dee wasn't SA'd. It didn't say so in her I didn't say so in her autopsy, so didn't say so in her autopsy. Her autopsy was very strange though. I've seen other autopsies. Hers was written strangely. I don't know if they just have Timu fucking medical examiners or what, but other autopsies I've seen are way better put together and thought out. Exactly, Enchanted. Yeah, it was a strange autopsy. I can see why people questioned its validity. It's done strangely in my opinion. It doesn't look like other autopsies I've seen. So, if it was done in Springfield, don't trust it. Yeah. The whole case is strange. Go look at my newest video about the dryer sheets. I don't know what it means. I can already tell you. I haven't looked. There wasn't any comments on it when I got on here. I cannot wait. I'm going to be able to make like 10 reply videos, no doubt. Like 10 reply videos, guaranteed. Of people that are just fuckery in my comments. It'll be great. My forearm tat, which one? Sorry. I got a lot of them. Have you noticed a lot of Missouri cases are handled strangely? No, I don't pay attention to a lot of things, to be honest. You want to slap the people in my comments? Me too. Me too. God, some of the people in my comments are fucking dumb. It is so hard to reply nicely to the people in my comments. I'm like, this will be flagged. Keep it nice. Oh my God, the amount of I had people in my comments that were like, yeah, it's perfectly normal to change the date of the death. No shit. You know what isn't normal? Pronouncing somebody dead before the fucking police show up. Well, they took it back to when she died. No, the fuck they did not. She did not die that afternoon, 30 minutes prior. Jesus Christ. My cat's smarter than that. Everywhere's corrupt, dude. Everywhere's corrupt. Everywhere's corrupt. Whole fucking justice system is corrupt. Why weren't the results released for Nick's trial? What do you mean the results released for Nick's trial? A lot of the stuff was tied up because of Nick's appeal. Go the fuck away. Christ almighty. No, Star Wars. Yeah, I don't pay attention. I don't know. So I really want to take this LeBray out. Jesus Christ. Like before the trial. Look, I think he doesn't have an appeal for the Christ love of Christ. His appeals are done. They are done. Dunzo. Dunsies. Absolutely not happening. The only way he's going to get an appeal is if the Supreme fucking Court takes it on. That's it. That's it. David is David Blanchard, the guy who crawled through the window when all the windows were perfectly fine, and the window that he crawled through was half his size with shit in front of it. Yes, I think she was trying to mask the smell. Yes, he has exhausted all of his appeals at the state level. At this point, he only has Supreme Court, and that's it. And I can tell you with everything in me, if NPG Cornerstone keeps running their fucking mouth, he ain't going to have a fucking appeal because they're going to look at that social media that he's tied to, and they are going to say, no chance in hell are we wasting taxpayer money on retrying this guy when he is literally having his social media platform people literally put out there, yeah, I did it. You think I don't know what I did? I know, absolutely. I know what I did. You blah, 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 blah. Not smart. Not smart. You still cannot you still cannot do a time of death before the call came in. That doesn't even make sense. Candace, because a lot of us were snowed by everything in the beginning. Did Gypsy receive SSI? So yeah, they were both on disability. They were both on disability. Both of them were. According to papers we found, they were both on disability. I'd have to find them to make sure, but 99.9%, I think they were both on disability, if I remember correctly. I'd have to find the paperwork. The autopsy was fuck. Hold on. The autopsy was done way before his trial, so I don't. It was. They talked about the autopsy in his trial. Oh, they learned how to shut the fuck up? That's good. Are you part of NPG? Juan, are you part of NPG? Did they use the wheelchair to move the body? I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Nothing's out of the realm of possibility at this point. Jesus Christ. Couldn't that prove federal fraud on her part, seeing how she was an adult? You can get No. What? You can get SSI and be an adult. I appreciate you, Sour Plum. They arrived at 8:05. No, it was not. Her time of death was 3:13 p.m. You need to go look at the video of the autopsy. Her time of death was 3:13 p.m. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Then your people are fucked up. All I can tell you is in a high profile case, what you don't do is put the fucking time of death before you show up with police. This was a homicide investigation. That's a little bit different from an unaliving situation. You need to have everything. You need to have your I's dotted, your T's crossed. You need to have your shit in a row because it's going on trial. I missed so much up here. Hold on. Okay. Well, maybe good idea. I don't know. Look, all I know is I remember, and I could be wrong. I know that apparently there was something we found that it said they both were on it. I could be wrong. I'll leave that up there. No, it's not a typo for 3 a.m. the next morning. It said p.m. And what's weird is it's because when the call came in, it was 3:13 p.m. But you cannot pronounce somebody dead at 3:13 when there was a missing persons report that was filed at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So they came there at 3:57. There was a bolo put out after 4 or 5 o'clock. So you cannot pronounce somebody dead who is literally a missing person. In that time stretch, you can before anybody says anything, somebody who is missing can be termed deceased later, whatever, etc. But in this case, it wouldn't fly. Well, once they have a confession, they don't care about doing their job. It's in the bag. So, well, Candace, a lot of people have woke up. Look, I was a Gypsy supporter. Back in all the way, honestly, until Fancy came on my page, and she said one or two things that did not jive, and I started looking into other shit, and I was like, holy shit, was I really this stupid the entire time? And yes, I was. Zip pepperoon. You have appeal. Okay, the appeal periods are done. They're done. You are so hairy, and God, washing you is pointless. So, but yeah. Right. And that is one thing, whether or not you like Fancy or not, even when we were not speaking, I still try to give credit where credit was due. This pup right here is a fucking disaster, is what she is. She's a fucking disaster. She got about 8 breeds in her, and none of them make sense. Can you reach out to me privately? Yeah, if you have a TikTok, I'm ryan.lee.tm. If you have an Instagram, I'm ryan.lee.tm. What happened to the protest? Not my fucking worms. I would have never protested. As NPG Cornerstone says, it's pointless. There's no reason. Cool. You don't think there's a reason? Neither the fuck do I. It's that simple. If the motherfucker you're protesting for says, I don't think I need it, cool. Don't waste your time. That's my view. They want him to have a fair trial, which is acceptable. I do believe he needs a fair trial. I also believe he doesn't need to get out. So I believe the best thing that could happen is to give him a fair trial and keep his ass in prison. That's my view. I'm off camera enough. I'll get a restriction eventually. Because y'all motherfuckers, you can't shut me up any other way other than to give me sexual exploitation. Is there anything sexual about this? I don't think so. Christ. I'll get one eventually. Okay, again, Aaron, I don't know if you're listening, if you're paying attention at all. The appeals are done. The evidence has been returned. June 6th, they returned all of the evidence. Said that twice. They're just trying to get him a new trial. I don't think he deserves to be in prison. I think he was never fit to stand trial and should be. Where do you think he should be? I love having this conversation. Where do you think he should be? Have you ever been in a mental institution? Have you ever been in a mental institution? Because they don't work. They're shit. It's only a place that's going to pump you full of meds and literally abandon you, and you are going to go more crazy in there than you've ever been anywhere else. Who is Brie arguing with on her live about Nick? Well, gee, Deef, let me think. Let me go look. Oh, wait, I'm on live. I can't fucking answer that question, obviously. Why don't you ask me who the fuck she's talking to? Number two, I don't give a fuck who she's talking to. No, he doesn't have one at the Supreme Court. They have not decided if they're going to hear it. He has a possibility of possibly being heard at the Supreme Court. That's it. That's it. House arrest might work for him? Yeah, right. Okay, cool. You've ever heard about breaking off your ankle monitor? Do you know how much it costs to be on a house arrest, by the way? Do you think you can afford that? It's like $1,200 a month. Nah, Lindsay, I'm good. This is my daytime, and I've only been live for an hour and 56 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm not on my 10th hour, so I guess I'm pretty okay right now. He needs intensive psychotherapy. I don't know if prison of any mental assistance to you. Well, fucking mental wards don't give it either. I hate to break it to you. My daughter's been in 3 of them. You know what they do? They gave her medicine and told her to go sit in a room. So he doesn't need a fair trial. Still needs to be in prison. I don't care. Okay, Dave, sorry. Okay, I thought you were asking me. I will apologize. And if anybody happens to know, here, I'm gonna do you one better. Does anybody know who Bree is arguing with on Nick's about Nick? By the way, be careful, because if you answer this question, I know that I probably don't want you in here. I am not a good. I don't like mental institutions. They don't work. They don't work. There is no look. There's gonna never be a good situation for Nick. There's just not. There's just not. There's not going to be a good outcome for Nick. Everything I will give you every fucking possibility and show you why they all suck. Don't check. I was being sarcastic. Every situation that involves Nick sucks. Okay? Leave him in prison. He ain't fucking flourishing in there. Put him in a mental institution. He ain't gonna fucking get help there. Let him out. He's gonna probably reoffend, and I'm gonna tell you why. He is very susceptible to being played by women. He is very susceptible of being played by women. And if you bother to read, and by the way, when people talk about the emails, let me tell you something. There's an email that is awful. And I mean awful. I mean awful, awful, bad, bad, awful, awful, bad. Okay. And people are like, well, you don't understand. They set him up. You don't understand. If he can be set up through a fucking email, you don't want him on the streets. So there's the problem. That's the problem that's going to happen. That's the problem that's going to happen. His blood was at the scene. It was on the knife. His blood was on the knife. So he somehow he was involved. Okay. Prison sucks. Mental ward sucks. Him getting out, probably going to reoffend sucks. So there's no happy ending for Nick. I don't know what anybody is hoping. Even if he gets a fair trial, there's no happy ending here. There's not. There's just not. And I think people need to understand that and realize that. No matter what happens to him, it's not going to be good. There's just no happy ending. And for anybody who lives in La La Land, you can believe there is, but there's not going to be a happy ending anywhere. It's just not going to happen. She talked him into it for years, manipulating his mind. He wasn't violent before he met her, was he? So I don't know if you know about the case files or anything, but the case files, which we've just looked over again. As you guys know, we have no life. You love to tell us that. His browser was full of grape and things like that. Yeah. The case files, it shows it in there. His it's not good. It's not good. Okay. It's just not. And by the way, as for saying, well, if he wouldn't have met her, he wouldn't have done this. You don't know that. You don't know that. The email. Okay. I've read a lot. I've read all of the emails between him and Dawn. And there is a particular email. If you've read the email, you know what I'm talking about. If you've not read the email, then you have no fucking idea. I will tell you right now, there is an email. It's the one in all caps. It's the one in all caps. If you know which one I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. I will tell you right now, whether or not they did that to make him explode doesn't matter. The things that he wrote in that letter do not matter. Okay. What he wrote in that letter, by being set off over somebody not picking up a phone, he cannot be on the street. I'm telling you this. I am telling you this with everything in me. Do I believe he needs a fair trial? Yes. Do I believe that the outcome of that trial should be the exact same thing? Yes. Period. That email changed my mind. Even when I was going to bat for him, it was in the back of my head, like maybe not a good idea. And then I realized, and this is not just a vendetta thing, but I am going to prove a point here. This is not a vendetta thing. I will tell you this. I see how easily manipulated he is, because there are creators who have honestly tried to help him, such as myself. When I reached out to him, I was very genuine. I don't need to pump him for information. I didn't want nothing. I literally sent him a nice email, and he sent me a nice email back. And then a month and a half, 2 months later, NPG Cornerstone gets a hold of him, tells him all sorts of shit about me. And then they put out a video where I am included, calling me Butch Bully, drew me a very unflattering, as somebody who originally genuinely tried to reach out and help, which he very nicely replied. So just from him being talked to by those people, he switched his whole fucking narrative, or they switched it and he let him, or whatever. He's easily led. Dude. And that is terrifying. Look, even if it was about the gypsy thing, the email that I read with Dawn, where he is saying these horrible fucking things, that is not okay. Not okay. The email is not out. And if you somehow managed to find it, it's because it was out at one point. People saying that they read it are probably lying to you. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm not trying to whatever. These particular emails have almost never been out. They were out for a little bit. So if you did read it, it was farther back in time. I've tried to even find these images on the internet. I can't find them. Oh, there's a lot more than 6 emails. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. There's way more than 6. Way more. Now, I do know that, you didn't find the one that I'm talking about. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that Fancy is putting them in her book. So y'all will be seeing them, because Fancy's putting them in her book. But I will tell you this. It's got, me and her have talked about putting out that letter. And she's worried it's going to damn him to the point of no return. My view is I believe people need to know what it is they're getting behind, is my view. Have I ever been admitted to? No, I have not, but my daughter's been in 3. The particular book she's putting them into, I'm not entirely sure when it's coming out. But I can tell you my particular view is that people need to see what it is they're getting behind. And what's going to irritate me even worse is when she puts them out there. Me and her do not agree on the situation. Me and her do not agree on the situation at all. At all. I was on a live with her the other day and I was being very quiet because I have a very different situation, a very different view. It's not in the books yet. It should be. She said she's putting them in the books. I don't know if she's putting all of them. I have no idea. She may leave that one out. I don't know. But I believe that people need to know what it is they're backing. And I know that a lot of people would say, "Oh, but he was pushed to that point." If you can be pushed to that point over through a fucking email, that makes it fucking worse. Exactly, Jen. That makes it worse. I was quiet during the reading of the. I was listening. I was listening. Yeah, I was listening. Yeah, that is weird to me, Jen. That is weird to me. On my initial, you're lost for at least 18 months. Fire and ice. Yeah, we are. The first time that we kind of worked together, I kind of let her lead the show and just kind of sat down in the corner like a good little puppy. And I told her this time very specifically that if we are going to do lives together, she is going to learn to let me talk or I'm going to tell her to shut the fuck up. Period. I'm done being everybody's good little puppy. So I was on a live with her earlier, not even kidding. I asked somebody a question. She started over talking to them. I'm like, and I literally was like, I literally just asked somebody a question. Shut up. Like, I don't even care, you know? I try to be as respectful as I can, but at some point, like, you can respect me too. And so far we've been doing better. We've been doing a lot better, in my opinion. And in my opinion, we've done a lot. We both talk, we both interact, and I don't feel like either one of us is trying to overshadow the other. So that was weird. My phone died. Not even kidding. I thought I got banned. I was like, did I seriously just get banned? And then my whole screen was black, and I was like, oh, no, my phone died. It died. It deadsies. I'm going to try to see if I can get back on the TikTok live, but I don't think it'll let me.
It's game day, baby. You do not want to have of these statements.
My FYP is just full of jokes tonight, man. Literally log on, and there she is.
Let me address this. So the only evidence you have, sir, and I have, and everyone has, is that she is not there. I'm a woman. Oh, I'm sorry.
I have a question for Cool.
Okay, let me finish this because I want to address she has smacks with multiple people. The only thing we have evidence of is that she video called and sent pictures through the internet. We don't know that she met with all these people.
Oh, that dude gets on my nerves. Anyway. Oh, that's good, Audra. I hope everything went well. Can't believe my phone died. Well, you know what? I'm not going to have this particular conversation with you right here, Ashley, because I feel like this is something that I'm going to respond to in a not nice way. So I'll respond to it via text. Oh, I literally turned my phone on and I went to try to see if the live was still up. And I turned on TikTok, I opened it up, I shit you not, opened it right up to Brie. Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? And see, people are like, oh, I thought you didn't watch your lives. My phone loves to be like, not even kidding. Not even kidding. I literally turned my phone on, went to go to see if I could still access my live. First thing pops up, FYP. There she is. Like this is why I end up seeing some of the lives sometimes because I go, it's like right there, and I'm like, nope. They all went private on their accounts. Nice. Whatever. Ain't my problem. Um Sorry. My phone died. My phone died. I literally just showed it to everybody. I was like, my phone died. Well, yeah, I'm just on here. I know, I'm bigger. No, oh, I tried to get on there. What the fuck? Are you serious? Hold on.
I'm sure.
I'm still here. Holy shit. My phone died. My phone died. Whoops. And then I was like, okay, well, my phone died. And I was like, I tried to get back on and I couldn't because it gave me the option to go live. And I was like, oh, I guess it's done. And somebody was like, oh, you're still paused on TikTok. And I'm like, oh shit. So I tried and here I am. I got like 3% back. I'm plugged in now though. Y'all, like TikTok does not even like me. I literally I turned my phone on and my FYP, my FYP literally right there, it put me right into Breeze Live. Luckily it did not click me into it. That would have been really, 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 really awkward. But literally I turn on TikTok and there she is. And I'm like, God. And that fucking dude in her box. God, he's so irritating. I was like, yeah, no. And then I tried to get on live and it didn't get, it looked like it was going to make me start a new one. And I'm like, well, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. But then somebody said that I was still live. So nice, Nina. So it's not gone now. I'm right here. I'm here. Oh, you're watching me on both? It's Rogaine. Oh my God, I can't. Like, I listened for like a second and I'm like, I cannot do this. I have you on TikTok and on YouTube in a bubble. Nice. Double me. Double mint gum. Double me. Oh, thank God. I really didn't actually have to get him up at 3:30 because I'm 8 minutes late. Okay, yeah, oh my God. Yeah, he irritates me too. I can't listen to that dude. Cannot. Yeah, he loves to talk shit about me. He loves to talk shit about me. Oh, Ryan and Fancy are over there. They're like kids in a candy store because of gypsy. Blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. You sound like you fuck your cousin. Fucking hate. You know what's so easy now? Oh, thank you, Dana. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. You know what's even better if I hold my phone in my hand? Watch. Beat that. I appreciate you, Dana. Thanks for joining. So yeah. Oh yeah, when y'all, I fell into a trap. My husband was like, he thought I was like listening to somebody else. He's like, what are you doing listening to all that drama? And I'm like, hey, what? He's like, he thought I was watching somebody else. And I was like, dude, no, I'm watching Adriel Sigler. Have you guys watched Adriel Sigler? That's a fucking train wreck. Holy Christ. Absolutely, Rebecca. Oh my God. Guac, we all know how. We all know how. I just need you to think with your senses. Holy Christ, man, that girl's a fucking dumpster fire. Dumpster fire. Holy Christ. Yeah, I went in there and I went in there and I was like, I was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, you literally are acting like a 14-year-old right now. She was on live and she's like, all the girls in here need to leave. This is I'm trying to find somebody to date. Give me your age and your height and your zodiac sign. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? I just kept asking, what is wrong with you? It is guac, I agree. No, man, I can't. Ooh, that girl's something else. Like I've never. Ooh, her lives are something else. Oh my god. She kept saying she's like, okay, I'm getting off live, and then she'd just stay on. And like everybody in there, they're like, all these guys are like, you're so hot, you're so hot. And I'm like, she looks like Andy Samberg. No, wait, sorry, that's Roma. My bad. Wrong person. Adriel she looks like Matthew Lillard from Scream. It is. It's another thing. She looks like Matthew Lillard. Like I look at her and I'm like, I see a resemblance. It's weird. I'm not just saying I'm not just saying because that's a guy and she's a girl. Like they look like each other. They look like each other. It was weird. It was a different creator. My bad, Jen. I was thinking of somebody else. I get confused. You see, like the male female counterparts. She isn't very smart either. She leaves to get water, comes back sniffling. Talking about Adriel, by the way. Complains that her kids. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. No, she really does. Like she that was weird. And like all these guys are on there saying, being like, "Oh my god, you're so pretty." I'm not saying. Here's my problem. You can be gorgeous. You can be gorgeous and have an ugly soul. There are lots of people that could be attractive if they weren't assholes. So that I think that's my problem. Like if I were to see her on the street, would I think that she's a good looking person? Probably. Then she opens her mouth, and I'm like, yeah, that's a no deal. That's a no deal. Sis, 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 you're barking at the door, babe. Ma'am, ma'am. Hey, thank you. Yeah. No, I mean, she thank you, Maxwell. Yeah, it's Sissy. She heard something out there and she got angry. No, she's not. She's like, she could be a pretty girl, but my God, man, she is not. No. What are you? You cannot do that, ma'am. Yes, I can. You got me on your big screen TV. I'm sorry for your big screen TV. It's 9 a.m. here. I got to go do my dad. Have a great day, everyone. You too. That said something really weird. Does that say I got to go do my dad? That's a hell of a typo. Yeah. You know, you can be pretty all day long, but if you got an ugly heart, it's just going to show through. Just going to show through. So, yeah, it does actually say that. That's a hell of a typo. Right, Raffaella, I get that. Look, there's the other side of my tanks. You can actually see them all on TikTok. Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually like follow. I've only seen her live like once or twice. But last night I was bored. So I went in there and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Oh, yeah, she read my comments a few times too. She said she asked about she asked about she asked about something about herself or whatever, and I said a garden tool. And then she just started yelling, a garden tool. I wish I was a Okay. Okay. Yeah. That was interesting. Yeah. Who? Adriel? No, she's there. Hold on. Bree's trying to say that Gypsy had nothing to do with it. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to see what the hype was about. I'm still wondering. I was in there for half an hour and I'm still wondering. Good night, Easy. Yeah, no, she's only 33. She's only 33. She dresses like she's 12 though. She dresses like she's 12. Oh, she's ridiculous. Oh, I just seen a video today and she's talking about how what a good money player she is, that she knows that she gets on there, she knows that she does all this ridiculous stuff and she's doing it all for money, and I'm like, why are you admitting that? Why are you admitting to that? No, we're not talking about Bree, we're talking about Adriel. We're talking about Adriel. No, Bree's 34. I was talking about Adriel, dude. I was talking about Adriel. No, I was talking about Adriel. No, Adriel was the one that I was saying she was acting so immature, and I said she was a garden tool. No, she's 33. No, I wasn't talking about Brie. She blocks everything, dude. She's 33. I fell down this fucking rabbit hole. The only reason why I'm there is I fell down a rabbit hole. There was this guy, Ness. I don't know, some punk kid who's like 22 and wears a chain. Anyway, apparently they go live. Apparently they battle together, and like he was like talking shit about her. And so I kind of went down a rabbit hole. Next thing I know, she's live. Probably because I was watching a video that talked about her. She was live. So I went in there to see what the hype was about. And oh my Lord, it was a dumpster fire. Ness the kid. Yeah, that guy. That guy. I did see a video where apparently she was battling and they left her in the battle. She was blindfolded and they left her there and she started crying. She was like in the middle of the battle and they all dropped and she took off the blindfold and she started crying. And people in the comments are like, oh my God, that was so sad. That wasn't sad. Yeah, they left her and she started crying. No, she was crying. One, she said she was embarrassed. Okay. And then she said she was mad because she would have won the battle. And so she was really angry they left. Yeah. Not even kidding. It was a fugitive warrant for unpaid speeding tickets and moving to a different parish. That was random. Where did that come from? Yeah, she talks about not wanting her kids a lot. Why are we talking about Brie having a warrant all of a sudden? I'm talking about Adriel. Why are we talking about Brie having a warrant? Is she talking about it or something? Wait, she left the battle when someone she was battling was having a seizure? What? How many tanks do I have? Those two ain't got nothing in them, though. Well, not, you can't see it, but these two don't have anything in them yet. We're getting ready to put fish in them at some point. That is wild. That reminds me of the time that I was coughing and Fancy was sort of like, can you stop doing that? I'm talking. And I'm like, bitch, I'm dying. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You asked why there was a newspaper that said she was a fugitive in 2017. She had a GoFundMe for, she had a GoFundMe for 30,000 and people fucking did it. They were discussing the Micah Miller thing. It was kind of gross. I am getting so confused. Well, I saw a video where she said she had unpaid tickets. How do you have more than one unpaid ticket? I don't want to find out. I don't need that karma. I'm good. Never mind. Well, ticket actually, if you get a really bad ticket, I could understand that. I could understand that. No, yeah, no, my YouTube is ridiculous right now. Like they're talking about like 3 different topics and I keep getting completely confused. She does like speeding. Glock's doing the Lord's work down in the comments, just answering all the questions for me. So my chair looks it's a mouse pad. It's not a cool chair. It's a mouse pad. It's a 3-foot mouse pad I have hanging over my chair. No, I'm usually on. I go live on YouTube every night. I'm only on TikTok every now and then. I've been on it like 3 or 4 times in the past week and a half, though. But I usually just go live on YouTube, which is Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. You caught that, Mackenzie. You caught what I was laying down. You follow me on YouTube? That's nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. You know, I've tried so hard to be nice for so long. I do. I try to take the higher road. I try to be nice. I try to just kind of let shit roll off my back, but every now and then it just comes out. Yeah, I'm on both. I was on TikTok and then my phone died. And then I tried to get back on it and I thought it was done, so I shut it down. And then somebody's like, "You're still paused on TikTok." I was like, "All right, cool." Yeah. I try, like, literally, I had a live about me for like 10 hours the other day. And I try to just be the bigger person and be like, "All right, cool. I'll just step back, whatever. Just let them talk. There's nothing you can do to stop them anyways." I mean, think about it. Somebody can say all the shit in the world about you that's untrue. What are you going to do? And especially when it's about an opinion. Like if it was something like I can prove, that'd be different. But if somebody's like, "She's a raging bitch," I can't unprove that. If that's your opinion, I can't unprove it. So, Brandy, I agree. Yeah, I just chill. I sit at home. I do my thing. I just got my PlayStation plugged back in. If you guys know, yesterday I tried to go on my PlayStation and it got unplugged and I can't reach to plug it back in. So he plugged it in. So I'm gonna have my game. I got all my DVDs now, so I can go color. And yet here I am at 3:53 in the fucking morning, on live with you guys. But that's okay. I gotta work sometime, you know. I gotta work sometimes. She only has time to sleep and go live about Gypsy, pretty much. Pretty much. I agree. Yeah. I have to I got 5 minutes. I gotta go get him out of bed. I haven't unwrapped it yet. I haven't unwrapped it yet. Yeah, I don't sleep. Here's the deal. So for the people on TikTok who don't know this, my YouTube does, but if you don't know this, my husband has to get up for work about 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I usually have to take him to work. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But regardless, I get up so we got some time together. He goes to work. I end up coming back. I end up going to bed about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I get up at some point in the afternoon, and then he comes home. And sometimes if I have to go get him or whatever, he comes home, go to the gym, hang out with him for a little bit, and then I usually go live about 9 or 10 ish on YouTube. So that's my day. So, yeah, I actually, for all intents and purposes, I work midnights. Oh my God, you're not working. Oh my God. Yes, I am. I'm being paid over there. So, yeah, I'm going to have to start it soon though. Dude, Cass, I did not even read your sentence correctly. Oh my God. Like it just like literally went to soup in my brain and it made no sense when I read that. Well, I don't put on makeup. Can you tell? I do not, I don't do my hair. Look, I just made it to where I can just put my hair back in a fucking ponytail. I do have my little hangy things that I usually hang down. I don't do my hair. I don't put on makeup. I don't give a shit. You can either like me or hate me. I don't give a fuck. But what I can tell you I'm not going to do is spend an hour putting on makeup. You can just look at this, or you can listen and put me down. Like, I don't really care. Whatever. Hey, I liked the chokers from 1996. I am so low maintenance. It's disgusting. It's so bad. Well, I appreciate you, Debbie. You want to see me in makeup? Maybe one day I'll put on a little bit of makeup. Maybe one day I'll put a little bit on. Look, the only makeup I ever put on, to be honest, I bought a bunch when my daughter was really into makeup. I bought a bunch of makeup and then I just gave it all away because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Ryan Lee TM. Ryan Lee TM, all one word. The only makeup I ever put on, I will not wear mascara. I will not contour. The only thing I will ever do is put on eyeliner and maybe the foundation, the shit that goes on a pad, the like powder shit. I'll put that on sometimes, but like my skin's looking pretty good, so I don't need it. So I'll wear eyeliner. And like I don't even think I have lipstick at this point. I'm not sure, but I'll wear like eyeliner. That's about it. Try a wing. Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I wear old school, y'all. I wear old school. I wear it underneath the eye. I'm older than all y'all, so I don't wear eyeliner where you like pull it down and stick it on the rim. Yeah, I'm good. I wear underneath my eye like you do back in the 90s, which is part of the reason why I don't wear makeup. um what'd you say, Guac? Stop trying to look like an orange. Yeah, I can't put it in my eyes. I put it under my eyes. It looks pretty good when it's on, in my opinion. Yeah, it's 90s grunge. That's the kind of kid I was growing up. I was a punk goth kid. Can you believe it? I was a punk goth kid. I wore a lot of black, I wore a dog collar, a purple choke chain. I wore a purple choke chain in my graduation pictures. I did. Yeah, absolutely, Goldie. You don't have to ask that, dude. You can just hit me up in Messenger. Like, what am I going to say? No. You want to see me full glam? Yeah, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen, dude. I don't even know how to apply makeup. Like, for real. I don't even know how to apply makeup. Look, this is how we used to do makeup back when I was y'all's age. You put the eyeliner here. You'd put on blue mascara. Eyeshadow goes right here. And then you take another color up to here. There was no such thing as contour. Contour was not a thing. You did not contour. That did not happen until like 10 years ago. Contour was not a thing. You put on some foundation that you prayed was about your skin tone. About your skin tone. Like my skin is somewhere in between, what was it, the very lightest shade and the one very, very above it. So yeah, you kind of like do this, like, and then like up here you end up looking like Mimi from Drew Carey show, but like you don't do it in blue. So have I ever gotten my hair in spikes? Yes. I spent a lot of time with my hair in spikes. I used to shave my head a lot, and then I would do the spikes on top, and sometimes I would have the long bangs with the spikes. I actually had spikes since I've been on TikTok. So but yeah. This is the longest my hair's been since 2018. And in 2018, that was the longest my hair had been since I was like 5. I've always had short hair. I've always, like right now, I have an undercut. I have an undercut. I've had it since 90s. I grew it out one time and I got mad. When my hair was the longest it ever been, I tried to grow out the undercut. I shaved my head. I got mad. I was like, just shaved the whole fucking thing off. I was so pissed. I was a lot prettier in the 90s looking back now than I ever thought I was in the 90s. You know what I mean? When you're a teenager, you think you're the ugliest thing on the planet. Looking back, I was a pretty cute kid. I don't know what happened, but I was a pretty cute kid. I will say this though, when I lost weight and I had my hair like this, I found a picture. I looked almost identical. It was weird. Don't now though. Don't now though. So, but okay. You guys, if you want, I'm still on Ryan Lee Tim on YouTube. I need my phone, so go to YouTube. Go follow me on YouTube, Ryan Lee TM. Go follow me on YouTube, Ryan Lee TM. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody in here. Thank you so much for showing up, TikTok. If you hear anything bad about me, tell them to fuck off. All right, thanks. Bye. Now for you guys, talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I gotta go get my husband up. I'll be right back. Oh my god! Oh, I'm broken. I'm broken. My pants are falling off. Life sucks, and then you die. All right, hold on. Oh god. All right, come on. Oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord. Okay, so sorry. Did anybody hear any of that stuff that just happened? Okay. Okay. Okay, we're good now. How much did you hear? So my dogs are dicks, okay? And I went out there. There was a mess in the freaking living room, so I cleaned up the mess, and I go to let. I was like, all right, you guys are assholes. Go outside because I always let them out at 4 o'clock in the morning. For some reason, they decided that whatever. So I get up. I always leave them out at 4. My neighbors must hate me. 4 o'clock in the morning, that happens out in my yard. They're out the door. Well, anyways, one of them made a mess, so I was like cleaning up the mess, and I go to leave them out the door, and so there is a broom that is leaned up, and the dogs go tearing out of the fucking house. One of them hits the broom, and it smacks my Great Pyrenees in the fucking face. The Great Pyrenees goes, and she backs up, and she's like, "Why did you hit me with the broom?" And I'm like, I had to pick up the broom. I'm like, "It's okay, baby. Come on. Come on." And she's like, that has never happened, dude. I open up the door, and usually they do. They just wild out. They start screaming as they're running out. So they're running out like they normally do. And I guess one of them tripped the broom, and the broom just smacks her right here, like right here, dude, like right across the fucking face. She was so upset. Oh my God, are you serious right now? So yeah, I feel so bad for her because I'm like, oh, I was gonna give her pets, but finally she left. She was just like, she left. So yeah, she's gonna have trauma. Um, yeah. So yeah, she's all right. She's gonna get to go outside and play for a minute. So she'll be all right. Fucking disaster, dude. Look at my messages real quick. My phone is hot. It literally just says waiting for message. It's been doing this all the time with me. It has been doing this all the fucking time. I have no message. It just says waiting for this message. It might take a while. I am so agitated with Facebook Messenger. You're going to have to resend it, whatever you just sent me. So I went in to get him. He's like, I appreciate you coming in at 4 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, I'm great. Get up. I'm going to need you to get up. So he's going to come in here. He's got to take a shower and everything. So I got probably about 15 more minutes because I'm going to not even group one. Not even, what? Oh, no. That one's been showing up okay. And normally my normal messengers do. And I think it's because I was trying to do something on my iPad that for whatever reason, it did some bullshit. Yeah, that's the only one that, okay, that one didn't show up either. Go ahead, honey. That's fine. I'm not going to be mad at you. It's okay. Just don't let them talk down to you. Don't let them talk down to you. That's all. If they start talking down to you, tell them to go fuck off and drop box. No, I'm fine. No. Yeah, I was like, wait, what group one? What? And she's talking about her group chat. I was like, I had to think about it. I'm like, group what? What are we talking about? Yeah. Well, the group chat's working fine. But apparently the last 2 text messages I got say that wait, this message is waiting. What is the message again? Waiting for this message. This might take a while, but I never get them. It says it may take a while. Hell freezes over before I get them because every time they say that, I don't get them. So, yeah. So I'm probably gonna let him take the car today. Just chill at home. I'm broke. I'm broke. I was broke. Then they refunded my Dawson's Creek. And I'm broke again because these fucking things I'm almost out of and they don't sell them in town anywhere. So I had to buy them off of a site. I bought 12 of them. Guac, here's the deal. Which one are you? Because I got 4 of you in my messenger right now, all being good people. I got 4 of you in my messenger. Did you know that? I got 4 of y'all, and y'all have told me who you are. Every one of them told me who they are, but you. Everybody's doing the right thing anymore, and I appreciate that. For every one of them that reached out to me, I said, "Look, which one are you?" And every one of them told me, and I said, "Thank you for telling me." And we've actually had some really good conversations. They're not the horrible Satan creatures I thought, but they're all doing the right thing, and I appreciate that greatly. And that is extremely rich considering. Did you see my video? Did you see my video? There's more. After I put that video out, there's more. Yeah, there's more. I did not know this. I got sent all that. I put up the video and I got sent more shit. What, do you guys share the account? Wait, what? What? What do you mean? My brain hurts. You can't be. They gave me their names. You can't be 2 of them. Well, we love having you, Mackenzie. You don't know how many people I'm talking to. Give me the initial of who I'm talking to. You'd be surprised. I'm not gonna name their names out here because they might want to stay on the DL. But there's some people that were very, very against me, and they've been doing good. They've been doing good. I appreciate them. I've told everybody that's reached out to me that I appreciate. Here's the thing, this is exactly why I did it for Fancy, even when I did not like her. Sometimes there's something so wrong that you, regardless of how you feel about somebody, you still got to do the right thing. And I appreciate the people that have put aside their issues with me to do the right thing. So it's not going to get me mad. Trust me. It's not going to get me mad. Here's the deal. You've been, stands for when you're bouncing back and forth between the discords. You've never been hateful to me in here. Now maybe you were hateful to me in a different name. I don't know. But you've not been hateful to me. And trust me, the people that I'm talking to, they thought I was going to be mad at them too, and I wasn't. There's 4. There's 4 people I never ever thought I would see in my messenger, ever. Well, a 5th one reached out to me, but you know how me and her are. Me and her go around. We did come to a truce. Which seems to be okay. So I've had 5 y'all. 5 y'all plus you. 5 y'all plus you. I already know. I know you're one of Fancy's mods. I'm not stupid. I know that. And I know you were hanging around when me and her were. Okay. What's a hint you can give without exposing too much on here? Most people aren't going to know. I don't think. You give me something that like only I would know. I know you're one. I know you're one of Fancy's mods. You made the mistake of sending me an animal's name and sent her an animal's name. So I already know that. I know you're one of her mods, which is fine, obviously. But I just always like to know who I'm talking to. And I know you hide, and I hate hiders. We haven't been a whole lot, Audra, but good night. Oh, okay. Got you. Got you. Got you. Hey, hey, be careful. I'm still. I still want to play the riddles. Are we gonna play riddles? Give me a riddle. Well, that doesn't help me, dude. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help. I don't know who all of her mods are. One time I asked her about a mod. She's like, they're not mod. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like charades in word form. No, Courtney ran. Courtney's gone. So when you said you think that you're two of them, what do you mean? Is there two people that use this account? Is there two people that use the account? You're not two of the same people in my messenger. I don't think. That'd be really weird because I know who they are. So that'd be weird. Make a TikTok. Well, don't you have to make a TikTok? You have one. You're just hiding. Just get a hold of me on your real TikTok. Give me your Discord name. Give me your initials on your Discord name. Help me out. Give me your initials on your Discord name or Reddit name. Discord or Reddit. I'm not going to say it out loud, by the way. Just help me out. I won't say it out loud. I won't out you. Because obviously, if you want to give me initials, you don't want to be outed. Okay, well, I know you're not the one. So you've done that already? Help me out. Help me out. Oh. You come in here being nice all the time. That's BW, correct? BW numbers. BW numbers. So yes or no? That have to be. Because I know the other two names that have reached out to me. So that's the only one left. You reached out to me on your TikTok name, didn't you? No, it's okay. We're having a conversation. Everybody just stay over here. We're having a conversation over here. We're gonna keep it on the DL. We're gonna keep it on the DL. So you're the one who messaged me on your actual TikTok. On your actual TikTok. Because I know what DF stands for. I'm just trying to pin it with a TikTok name. That, or if you're already contacting me, which I believe, according to that, I'm 99% who you are. Tell me over there. Tell me over there. Okay. All right. Pop quiz time. I asked for something and it was sent to someone else. Who did it get sent to? I asked for something and it got sent to somebody else instead. I love guessing games. I feel like we should be starting a second convo. We're intruding on the privacy. Oh, I'm starting to get a headache. He doesn't know he's driving himself yet. I feel like I need to go to the chiropractor, but I haven't gone yet. He's going on Monday. I probably should have had him make me an appointment too, but I didn't. Whoops. I have a song on my head. It's so bad. Did anybody notice the dryer sheets on the bed? You got mad luck with mold. Oh no. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. See, you told me who you are, but I got to make sure you are who you are. Either A, send me a message and say, this is me. That's always the easiest one. Or B, that person sent something of mine to somebody. Now, you know what I was talking about. You know. Now you got me weirded out because I know DF. I know their TikTok. And their TikTok is talking to me. It is. But something very specific happened today. Can you answer what that specific thing is? Or bypass and just message me on TikTok. Yeah, if you're supposedly already in my messenger, just hop in the messenger and talk to me. Everybody else is coming clean. It's a fun thing. It refreshes you. It makes you come to Jesus. Okay, but you just said you're messaging me, though. You just said you're messaging me. So if you're messaging me, message me. So I know who you are. Not going to out you, obviously. If I wanted to say anything right now, I would have came out with what DF is. I'm not going to do that. Everybody who's came to me, I've told them I'm not going to out who they are. Believe it or not, as much as people say I love to talk shit and I love to out people, why do you think I went down for the parody account? Why do you think I went down on the parody account? I went down for the parody account because I don't believe in outing people. Bit me in my ass. But go look. Okay.
Like,
You're good. That's who I thought it was. You're good. We're good. You should have been able to answer that. I literally said BW numbers. Literally did.
Me or am I taking myself?
You're taking you. And then you can pick me up for the gym. Hi, Goldie. How did it go? I know. Under that name. BW numbers. No, because no, I was right. I don't think they understood what I was saying. Did it go over well, Goldie? Smiley, that's adorable. Yeah, before he takes a shower, we always mop the bathroom. It's nicer to walk on a nice clean floor. She was nice as could be to me. All I asked about was Michael Miller thing, and they were like, "Oh, we were just reversing that." I was like, "I don't do the whole gypsy thing. I am a Ryan supporter," and they didn't even say anything. Good Lord, Mackenzie, that'd be funny though. Well, I'm glad they were nice to you. That smells really good. I love the smell of Pine Sol. No, when I blocked her, I got off so that she wouldn't keep popping up on my For You page. That's okay, Goldie. I understand that. Well, I mean, when I do wear eyeshadow, and I don't almost ever, I usually tend to wear very neutral colors. Like a lot of like brown khaki colors. That was black and yellow. Good job. Now you get it. Now you get it. Yes, my alarms are black and yellow. Good morning. That's the one I want to show all of my haters love. So I say to you, good morning. Brain stew, anti-hero. Fuck your labels. My husband's ringtone is, I can sing it, but I don't know the name of it. Stars Like Confetti. His ringtone is Stars Like Confetti. I had to sit there and sing it in my head for a hot second. But yeah, I try not to do a lot of things with my ringtones because I start getting really angry at them after a while. Whenever I have a song for a ringtone, huh? Oh, can I ask a question? And I'm not being rude. Why does she keep going off screen? You wanted me just to say that out loud. You just wanted me to read that out loud. You set me up. You set me up. I'm not going to do that. You set me up. However, I did hear that the Winter Olympics are going to be jamming this winter. Ashley comes in for the win. Yeah. The worst part of it is, you guys, we're all sitting here laughing. I think Goldie was literally asking for. She said it so innocently. She said it so so innocently, dude. Can I ask you a question? And I'm not being rude. See, I told you. I was just really confused. She did it like twice while I was on it. I'm gonna tell you. That's dangerous. For real. Dangerous. It's a book man. He's the bookies. He's the bookies. He's the bookies. He's the bookies. Hey, yeah, are you taking that bottle and everything with you? Okay, I saw you get the paper towels, so I figured. You just really wanted me to read it out loud, yeah.
Fuck me.
What?
The bucket for it is outside. Filled with dirt from that guy.
Oh, well, put it on the porch till you get home tonight. Let's go sit on the porch, or just set it on the ground, or just put it in your closet. They're talking shit about me? Awesome.
I think Spencer might be mad at me for some reason.
What, because he didn't answer your text message?
He's had all night. He saw it before I even went to sleep.
Maybe he got sidetracked. You know how many times I've looked at a message and thought, okay, yeah, I'll respond, and then something squirreled me off in another direction?
Oh, me and you were going to go through and recreate our characters on the new character sheets and the new style.
Oh, okay.
He said for everybody who wants to, you can do that, and we're going to do that because that'll give us some better stats.
Okay.
We're going to keep our stats and shit. We're just putting them in, and we'll get some new bonuses and shit.
Goldie, please make sure to wear a condom. You don't want to come back with any diseases. Okay. I still want to get this. I can still have the same stuff though, right? Like ish.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna be like, why aren't you in the shower? And then I realized because you just did the floor. I need you to do something for me. I can't get the tank open. I tried. I like hurt my fucking thumb, dude. I cannot get the tank open.
Not this morning.
Huh?
Not this morning.
No, I got these until you get home. But I'm going to need you to help me when you get home. Like, I cannot get it open at all.
Something happened last night and I like threw up in my mouth or something, but it got down into my lungs. It was bad.
Well, yeah, that doesn't sound very pleasant.
Oh, it was bad.
No, dude, I can't even get this.
I just shoved a 10 gauge in this hole right here without an issue.
No, I can't even get this open to empty it to get the rest of it off. Can you open at least this portion? Maybe I'll be able to do it from there. If not, then you can help me with it when you get home. Like, I can't even get. I tried and like I could not get that open, dude. You guys are awful. Funny, but awful. Oh, you think they're watching me? Hi.
They're always watching you.
I know. I always feel like somebody's watching me.
got nothing better to do with their lives or something.
They don't.
Rather than talk shit about someone they don't know shit about.
Basically. Oh, they're not watching me? Well, there, Maxwell, why you gotta lie? Why you gotta lie, Maxwell? You know what? You know what?
They are.
My cat has words for you. He said, don't lie about my mama. Don't lie for against my mama. I'll come get you with my cat paws and beat you up. Them fighting words from my mama. I'll swat you. Hit you with the right. Wait, that's the left. Hit you with the left. Hit you with the right. Hit you with right. Left. Right. Everybody scream!
Oh, was I not supposed to do that?
Get him ready. Get him ready. Get him ready. And then tell him what's up. Tell him what's up. Tell him what's up. Tell him what's up. Tell him.
Look.
Tell him. Okay. Stop waving your ear around. Oh my God, what are you doing? Why would you do that? You're going to fuck your ears up.
How am I going to fuck my ears up?
It's going to make them even bigger, and then you're not going to know what to put in them.
That's why you go and you get gauged.
Oh my God. Why are you doing that? That's disgusting.
And it filled that hole a little bit, so you can't really see.
Oh.
So,
I hope one of these days they snap. And then you just have two fucking ribbons of fucking
scar
ears.
tissue. They ain't gonna go
Nasty. I hate gauged ears, dude. I hate them. Hate them.
Right, I got that song stuck in my head. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I don't know the words after that.
I don't either.
Now I got it stuck in my head, and then it goes blah 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 blah.
You do not have to go back into hiding. I'm going to tell you the same thing I've told all your friends. If your friends have a problem with where you go, they're not your friends. Can someone make that a remix? Have you been told why that person involved your husband in some situation when he had nothing to do with you? I don't know. But there's more. There's more. There's more. It's not just my husband. It's not just my husband. Well, it's still ain't going to help. They're still going to know. That is insane. It's 1,000% insane. And the fact is, after I put up that video, like I said, more screenshots came in. More. And I'm just over here like, what is wrong with you? And then sit there on my live and be like, I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. Well, you did. Multiple places. I've had multiple people send me shit.
I'm gonna try and get in the shower.
Guac, are you still here? I got a question. All right.
Ooh, nat 20.
Which video? I don't remember the name of it. It is my 1, 2, 3, 4th video that's not pinned. It is called But You Did. Okay, you said you're 2 of them. How are you 2 of them? I said, who are you? You said, I'm 2 of them. What's the other one? Because I only know one other account that has 2 people behind it. I'm pretty sure you and I know which one it is. You one of those 2? I won't be mad. You one of those 2?
Watch the fishies, guys.
Watch the fishies, guys. It's feeding time. Petty asked, she was like, why is the water so blue? Whenever
the background is painted black.
Right, when this light is on, now if I turn this light off, it'll be black. But for some reason, this light makes that blue. It's weird. You sent me the picture of the diamond art painting kits. Have you looked at them yet? No. Oh, okay, I see them. Oh, wow, those are cool. You are so glad you don't know anything about her. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. What I could give to go back to those moments.
Well, that wasn't enough for these guys. They're still hungry.
That duckweed's going to take over that tank. You do know that, right?
No, it's already starting to die off.
Okay, well, that tank looks really good, though.
Added those new plants to it.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, I got here are the angel stairs. Here's the one stem plant you wanted, and here's the other one.
That stem plant looks like shit.
It's a red stem. I kind of figured that would happen.
Yeah, it looks like shit. Let's not buy
I
that.
don't have
again.
a carbonizer in there.
Yeah. What's that one that to the left that looks like romaine lettuce?
That one?
Left.
That?
Yeah.
That's my Anubis.
Really?
Yeah. That's my longleaf Anubis. Up here I got, I think, yeah, this is all my longleaf. Up here I got longleaf and stub leaf. But yeah, that's all my Anubis.
Okay, but you said that you're two of them. How are you two of them? How can you be two people?
2 pages.
That's what I'm asking. Do you have another name you go by, or another page you run, or another name that you have been at me at? You know, that scared the shit out of me. I thought you hurt yourself.
No, I'm in there singing it.
I know that. I hear, watching, fuck! Did you say anything before I have fully exposed myself here? You said, yes, what's up? And then I have fully exposed myself here. Your alters have accounts too. You have a couple accounts. Any other account that I've ever talked to? Or just BW420? Is there any other accounts? By any chance? Full pass if you cough. Full pass. Full pass if you cough. I give everybody second chances. That's how I roll. My husband hates it. Don't you, babe? Don't you?
Yes.
I know. Yeah, I never see you come in. Any other YouTubes?
Now you're gonna get comments how I abuse you because
Any other YouTubes?
pretending to slap you.
Any other YouTubes? Does it look like he's hitting me from that over there?
No,
Oh.
I'm doing it farther away now. The first time I did it, it looked like I was slapping you.
You know that's going to make it on Reddit. You know
I
that,
just
right?
said that when I said it. I was like, yeah, wait for the rumors to come around that I abuse you now.
Right? He does, though.
Hey.
Only mentally. Emotionally.
I flick you.
Not physically, just mentally. Get in the shower. Don't forget to take.
Door.
Huh?
Wet.
Oh, don't forget to take the. Go take the trash out real quick.
I'm taking that out on my way out.
Okay. Do we have matching? Yeah, we have matching tattoos. This one. I'm trying. I can't figure it out. Ow! Ow, bitch. We also both have fate.
We also have this.
Hold on. Show fate. Show fate. He has it done a little bit
I got
differently.
rings on.
Yeah, he has it done. He has this a different
And
way.
we both have this.
And we both have this.
Mine's green. Hers is black.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn, I want to go back to bed.
You said something about your two of them. I'm just wondering, there's a specific account that is ran by two people. Are you part of them two people? Of an animal? Are you part of an animal?
Oh, an animal.
Are you part of an animal? Somebody on the app got Bree's husband in trouble with the law. No, that would be what he did himself. That would be what he did himself. No. If it okay, whether or not you like Katie Joy doesn't matter, but apparently Katie put out there what he did. That has fuck all to do with it. So which one of you is the complete asshole? Which one of you is the complete asshole? AF? Was AF the complete asshole? Because I know there was at least one or two of you that were halfway decent. So far, I think I've talked to, honestly, probably everybody who was in that account. I don't know if one of them is in there. I don't know if one of them was in there. I mean, everybody that I've talked to, I think, has access to that account. I think I've talked to everybody in there except for one person, because I don't know if that person has access to that account. She's blaming it on people on the app, and he's going to get off because he knows the defense attorney and judge. Oh, that's a great thing to say. That's a great thing to say. Well, which one was the asshole? Which one was the absolute asshole? Were you the asshole? Are you reverted? Were you the asshole? One of y'all motherfuckers was an asshole. Big time asshole. You know what I'm talking about. The one who could sit there and make me cry and sit there and keep doing it. That's the one I'm talking about. Look, I don't mind assholes. I don't mind going tit for tat. I ain't got a problem with that. I got a problem when people don't know when to stop. That's my problem. Yeah, I can't believe it. Oh, well, I know the defense, and I'm gonna go. Look, if there's proof, you ain't gonna get off of shit. She's been hanging around her little bestie too long. Oh, I understand that. I do. I understand that. That's one thing I've come to realize while talking to all y'all. I understand that. And I'm not going to hold it against anybody that's being good. I've come to see that. I've actually got to be decent friends with one of y'all. But I do understand that you can't always control what your friends do. And everybody on that, as far as I'm aware, except for the absolute asshole, I think I've talked to all of them. I think they just want to know who you are. She's about that age, Janie. She's about that age. She has to take him to him from work, and she goes live while she does it. Yeah. Yeah, I saw a clip of that where she said she had to take her husband to work or something. I could hear where she was like getting in a car. I'm like, oh my god. Y'all hear that? Relocation. Wait a minute. You're right, Mackenzie. How the hell, if you have a bunch of unpaid tickets, how is your license not suspended? Do they not do that down there? They do it here. I don't know how. Every state's different, though. Every state's different. Every state's different, though. Maybe her state you're allowed to. Jesus, Goldie, that's awful. Janie, they told me who they are. It's okay. There's a reason. There's a reason they're not saying it out here. There's a reason they're not saying it out here. You had one speeding ticket I legit forgot to pay, and your license got suspended. Yeah, I don't know how any of that works because like I haven't got tickets in a while, but I've always paid them, so I don't know how that works. Guac, I got a question. You type an awful lot, an awful lot. Like somebody with an initial that begins with P. Like exactly like. You didn't even understand when I was trying to ask you your own damn name, so that's not going to work. Check your messenger. Yes, Patricia. Are you Patricia? No, they're not being sneaky, Janie. They're not being sneaky. There's a reason that they have to be on the DL. There's people who have to be on the DL, unfortunately. I try to always respect believe it or not, believe it or not. I try to always respect people who want to stay on the DL. I know. I know trolls can suck. Yeah. I know there was a big huge debacle about a friend of theirs that I outed their shit, but honestly, at the time, I didn't realize I was outing anything. I found public profile here and public profile here and merged them, and apparently it caused a shitstorm. I just saw what I saw, opened my mouth, and apparently that person was upset because portions of things they didn't feel they wanted on different portions of social media, which after they explained it to me, I understood. How many times did I say dryer sheets today? At least 150. One for each dryer sheet. Yeah. I wonder how many views the dryer sheet one has. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say 1,500. 6,700. I can't wait. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see the comments. The comments are going to be great. I did not count them. It just looked like a lot of fucking dryer sheets. You're confused about the dryer sheets and Chad. All right, let's see if people have commented. Okay, there's 66 comments on the dryer sheets. Oh my god, would people stop tagging Nina in my shit? God damn. Every time they do it, I'm just like, I'm blocked. Well, when she got a hold of me, we actually had a very similar situation. And that's probably the reason why I understood. We actually had a very, very similar situation. Actually, it was so similar that I still don't know if it's true. Because I've told the same story online. I've told the exact same story online. So I don't know if she was fucking with me and basically using my story and adapting it, or if we really did have the same exact situation. Yeah, oh, I know. I know. I know. Trust me. You know why she had to use my clip? Because I have it and she doesn't. And of course, instead of just, referencing the clip, she had to screenshot me in it. She can block me, but she must watch me enough that she stole a portion of my clip, which I thought was hilarious. Hilarious. Like, I'm so petty at this point. Like, not even kidding. On schedule, I want to show all of my haters love. So I say to you, good morning. I literally want to take that clip. I'm not even kidding. And be like, so you blocked me, but you can still reference my shit. Thanks. People are missing the point in my comments, though. They're like, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. Uh, I get to make reply comments. I get to make reply comments. I don't know how long, much longer I'll be on. People, everyone in my comments like, "Oh my god, I do that to make my bed smell good. Oh my god, I do that to make my bed smell good." Okay, but do yours cover up blood? Everybody in the comments completely did not pay attention to what the fuck I said. It was awesome. Completely. Good night, Ashley. They complete, right, so bad. Maybe I needed to like point that out. I don't know. I'm not really sure. And the point, oh, it's so frustrating because I want to pin a comment to the top and I can't because it won't let me. But I'm going to reply to a video when I get off of here. I'm going to reply to a comment when I get off of here. They're like, it's not that deep. I'm like, I understand what you use them for. What I don't understand is how there's blood under them, jackass. Of course, if I just reply to each one specifically, it'll push it into the algorithm. It's not going to let me. Hold on, wait. Select all. Copy. Yay! It will. Select all, bitch. It's not letting me select all now. Yeah, dryer sheets can do crazy shit. Aha! Copy. Now, what? Baby!
God damn it!
What happened? What happened,
The
baby?
Pyrex just broke on your tank and your tank disappeared.
Oh, here's part of it.
Yeah, here's another part of it.
What happened? It fell out of your hand?
Yeah, I was unscrewing it and it fell out of my hand and I don't know where the rest of your tank went. No, it's just the one out there, some in my pocket. It's $5. You have the money now.
Oh, I just have to buy the Pyrex?
Yeah, just the Pyrex.
Where am I going to get it at?
Tomorrow, go to the guy at the flea market. Get the She left a whole bunch.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Friday.
They're open Saturday and Sunday.
They're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We've already
They're open.
We've already went through this. They're only open
They're
Saturday
open
and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're open for the weekend.
I'll go
Check
look.
again.
I will. All right. No, my tank got dropped. Hey,
What?
like I told you, they're open Saturday and Sunday. We went through this before. You thought it was open on Friday. And I went by there and they weren't. It says Friday and Saturday. They're open, I think 9 to 5 though. I'd go there Saturday.
I gotta go get my boots.
Yeah, they're open 9 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday. All right. No, he dropped my tank on my vape mod and the Pyrex broke. That's all. Yeah. No, he didn't hurt himself or nothing. No. He just dropped it on the floor and it shattered into 2 big parts and like 3 shards. What? Come on, get out of here. You're in my way. Where'd you go? Oh, what's that? Yeah, I haven't read. No. What's that? Oh, do you have a Pyrex?
Straight tube, but yeah.
That's fine.
There you go.
Cool. Cool.
You know how to do this shit?
Hopefully.
And it's open now.
Okay.
There you go.
Will that fit mine?
Yep.
Okay.
TFV 16, TFV.
Oh, I see it. Yep.
It's a straight Pyrex. It's not the bubble Pyrex, but
Well, it's a Pyrex and
it'll save you money. $5, but yeah.
Well, she's gonna do one just on Dee Dee too. She's gonna do one just on Dee Dee. So, don't forget the trash. Right. Anyways, guys, I've been live for 3 hours and 45 minutes, so I think it's time to call it a night. I will be on tomorrow. Thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate you. Thank you.